Hello everyone and welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. I'm HiGPS. With me is Jake. How are you doing today, man?
Alright, I'm well rested and well, I actually was looking to semi-finals, but the problem was that I was seeing myself in the semi-finals with Team Poland, but unfortunately we did not make the cut. So
yeah,
we'll see two Scandinavian teams playing against each other today. It's going to be Finland versus Sweden.
And then another Scandinavian team's in the finals. It's got to be Norway, maybe. Yeah, looking forward to that. Norway's doing well. They beat Germany. Spoilers, I guess, has already happened, but yeah, they're advancing. So they're going to be playing England. And of course they're going to beat them, because I've yet to be wrong about stuff.
Yeah.
So
well,
this is going to be a great match.
This is definitely going to be a great match. I mean, in CSGO at least, or in other esports, Swedish people, basically, Finland and Norway dominate the whole market. As in, like the teams from Sweden are the best in the world for CS:GO, so you can tell that FPS games definitely belong to Scandinavians, whereas like Dota-like games belong to Chinese, Koreans, and well, Japan.
To that I say,
well, that's
is what I say to them. No, it's not. Norwegian domination, Swedish and Finnish too. Anyway, we just started here. We're gonna have Sweden in the blue. In the red, and then we got Finland in the blue. Yeah, there we go. I was reading the wrong thing. And also checking if you were awake.
Yeah,
it's like the worst excuse ever. Anyway, we got Mint here, who's back from Japan. He was there. He was gone a semester, but he's back and he's rocking, and he's as good as he were.
Yeah.
And maybe you should consider that headset of yours, Jake.
Oh, really? Again?
Yeah, just having some issues here as we are about to start here. Let's see, setup time, 14 seconds. Let's see, Kisakawa is the medic, of course, running Uber. Don't Touch My Frog also running the regular Uber here. So let's see, Corb here. Very late Sticky Trapper. I guess I haven't heard it yet. Let's see if he's going to get anything right off the bat.
And I'm back with my worst microphone, but at least it works, so there you go.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, he hurt the Pyro, though, down to 18 health. Yeah, usually, like, in the beginning of Gravel Pit, like, usually they give up the A point here for free, and not a lot happens, really. But there might be some, you know, attempt bombs or something from B here. Yeah, already they got the heavy in the front here. It's just being a rock with his fists, and he gets taken up by a headshot from Inso. Doing some work there, and yeah, I couldn't really get all that much.
Yeah, I mean, Finland lost a few players, but that's fine for the attacking team since their respawn times are a lot faster. But yeah, nothing really happens here. There's only Spy on B right now. He's kind of looking forward to do some damage here, or just kind of sitting around and waiting for a good time.
He is just making sure the sentry doesn't run anywhere. He's like, all right. Or maybe
that's a good idea, though.
He's looking to, he's just watching to see what's up, basically. Like, this is where they could go for like some cheesy push place. They can go through from C to B here. Oh, actually Ubered out of, Jack got hurt there and got spotted, and is going to be working on this gun. And actually takes it out, yeah, but I believe that was a force from...
yeah, there was a little bit of a force, I think, from the assassination class, like the soldier and the scout kind of teamed up. And now Kisakawa is on 100% Uber, basically ready to go at any given time, and I think that's what they're gonna do now once they get the respawns. Yep, they're going out of the spawn and going into the long corridor. Let's see if they're gonna push out straight with the Uber, although they are still not working on the sentry. There's a Raph working on the sentry. There it goes down.
Ooh, Corb with a double kill. He took down Nippon and Napper there, so that is Pyro and the demo gone there. So 2 down for each team. Blue's coming in with the attack here. I mean, they have the Uber, they have an advantage, but they don't have their demos. They gotta make it what they have, and it looks like Kisakawa is opting to wait. Oh, and they lose their heavy as well. I feel like this was a mistake. I felt like they could have gone in and tried to get the medic at least to get either Uber ground. So a bit of a passive second attack here, I guess, if you can call like the first poking prod.
Second force out of Toba, who was no, it wasn't Toba, it was
Zoob.
Who it was? Zoob.
Yeah,
no,
Zoob.
It was a demo. Napper. Oh
yeah,
the guy who forced the medic again. And Kisakawa is still on his 100%, but he has not yet buffed this round. And oh my god, I can't even read names now. Don't Touch My Frog popped twice, and he died on the way as well. So there you go. Kisakala don't have much people to heal actually right now. He's being attacked by a spy and a soldier, taking some damage, and there goes the force. Only in the head.
Medic on the roof, by the way. That's a new strat. That's a thing now. This is going to be very dangerous to deal with. And also the gun went down in that little exchange there. So yeah, we have
full hate advantage with the Demo Man and the soldier basically spamming out the second, at least to the C point. And it probably gives the attacking team a lot of room, but Kisakala is right now almost alone on the rooftop as his demo dies. Only a soldier with a black box, which is not a good pocket, as we all know.
Yeah, but a medic on the roof is still pretty safe, except when he's dead. I mean, they could have done a lot more there. I feel like just Kisakala is just way too passive on attack. Like, he's playing a defensive medic on attack here. I'm not sure what they're doing in spawn, but they're like high-fiving the air or something. I don't know. They're just basically waiting for the medic, and I think like the more you wait, the more time you give to the enemy. So I feel like the Finnish team here is extremely passive for what they should be.
Yeah, we've seen Gravel Pit played a few times, and we just all know that aggression is all that matters on this map. And right now, just basically Finland is just stalling for no apparent reason. But right now they're trying to push, soft push on the point with the sentry and the full Uber of the defending team, so it's not going to end well for them unless they actually use the Pyro, Callan actually, who is blasting away this whole Uber popped by the red team, and Kisakala is slowly building his, but right now he's losing his teammates, and I don't know where he's going to go from there, but yeah, he's closing to 100% Uber. He's not been yet harassed by the enemy team, and looks like Sweden's going to lose B.
Yeah, finally, like, they hold out for a surprising amount of time, despite, like, Finland being so passive. I guess they just want to push when they have an advantage, and not when they're equal. So that might hurt them in this matchup here, but it's all up to see, like, how Sweden responds to this. Let's take a look. Mint just respawning, he's going on mini sentries. He knows there's not enough time to get a proper level 3 up. So let's see here, because they already have the Uber and the defenders don't. So here they come. Here's the Uber. They need to get some key positioning or key picks with this. Oh, but they lose their heavy in the process from a backstab from Wildjack there. That is not going to be very helpful for them. Oh, look at this. They lose their medic. Only Zub and the Pyro up. Nippon, Kallen, Mattia, Hanta is the ones up. And yeah, that didn't really go that well for them. They lost their footing there. And now Nippon, Kallen, Matin, Hanta goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I said before, you need to be aggressive on this map, but not too aggressive. And here, Kisakala just decided to go in, you know, balls to the wall, just pop the Uber, share it. And it did not work out for them since most of the team just died. And right now, Inso is snapping down Napper, the demo man. So no offensive spam coming out of Finland as of now. They're trying to push through the A point, which is a good idea since there's a lot of room there. But the Heavy's losing health quite quickly as Ontkai just harassing the enemy combo in that little narrow corridor leading to C point from A. And definitely is not looking well for them since they pop the Uber. Heavy goes down, managed to stall the enemy push as long as he possibly could. Kisakala stays alive, which I think was worth the death of the Heavy.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see here. Here they come in with another Uber. Oh, you need to stay on that medic. Demo, not fly away, I guess. Let's see here. Didn't really get anything with that Uber. That was just a ran in and just saw a bunch of stuff. Let's see if they're gonna do some more. Yeah, take down the mini. Let's see, you know, the energy can only build 2 before he has to gather more metal. Zub goes down to Onkaya's rocket. And vice versa.
Oh. Yeah, and the medic for the defending team just dies to Santu, the scout. He's on 3 kill streak right now, and I don't know, Sweden is just kind of crumbling here. They all on the lower level of the last point, and they're just basically losing players, but no, looks like they're stabilizing right now, and the unit is being very aggressive, as he's known to do that as a Heavy. He's just going to stay around, stick to his dispenser, and just block enemy pushes as long as he possibly can.
Yeah, the Swedish defense is holding pretty well so far, I have to say. Doing a pretty good job of that defending there, and it just seems like Finland is struggling to just push. Even when they have Uber advantage, they just can't seem to get the ground they need, which can be pretty tough when you're playing against pretty good teams such as Sweden. Let's see here, we got the flanking classes here. Gonna do a sandwich on the Heavy, but the Heavy actually killed both of them because he has the minigun. And he's pretty strong, yeah, so unfortunate for that 2v1. You're gonna have a sandwich, you know, eat. Not sure how he does that with that hats of his, but there you go. And they have no quick fix actually.
On quick fix. Yeah. That's what I was about to point out. And usually it's known to use a quick fix in a dire situation, but on C point it's actually very reasonable to do so because basically you can pop, no one's gonna push you out, and that's what they're doing right now. Is almost cap. People just dying left and right, both for both teams. There's only Soldier on last, and there he goes. Zoop saves the situation. In a matter of seconds, actually, yeah, it's like 15 seconds last push. They just said go, you know, once again, balls to the wall, just pop on the point and just wait others to jump in and possibly support.
Yeah, so now we're gonna switch the teams, and now Sweden, which is plus 46. If you ever want to call somebody in Sweden, you just do that on your phone, I guess. They're gonna be attacking, and now Finland's gonna be defending. 8:04, not the. I'd say that's a decent time. It's not bad, but it's not particularly good either.
Gravelpit is known to be... we seem to have a pause that's about 90 seconds in the future, so we'll see what's going on. But I have time to actually talk about what happened. And, well, basically, as I said before, just want to be aggressive here, because this map is designed in such a way that basically one pick can definitely win you the game. Like, if you get a medic pick on the enemy team when the enemy team defends... you just win your team at least a point, if not two, and the game can finish in 2 minutes. But at the same time, if the defending team is quite good at what they're doing, it's gonna take some time. And as we probably see, it's 8 minutes for Sweden to push, which is a lot.
Yep. Let's see here, both medics are running the regular medigun, nothing out of the ordinary there, except the way they're moving, which is a bit weird. That happens when there's a pause. Will get fixed eventually, but interesting sentry spot. Oh, he's gonna pack it up and replace it somewhere else. I've never really seen this kind of sentry spot. It's really vulnerable from being people coming through B here, but gates are open. Let's take a look and see how this first engagement goes. Let's see how Sweden decides to play this. Oh, they lose Wildjack and Inso right off the bat, and Mint goes down as well. Napper cleaning up.
That's some free kills, yeah, so some free kills for Sweden right here, being really aggressive with this hold. I mean, just look where Toba holds, just like behind this house. You know, those dispensers are known to support teammates through walls when it comes to ammunition, so they can basically enter the house and just like replenish their ammo if they need. And the medic is also very aggressive in this hold, which maybe their downfall, but at the same time is quite unconventional. And I don't know if Finland can adapt to this strategy.
Great work by Raf here. He's just standing and just looking and just seeing who is at A. Because if they are at A, that means they're not at B. And that means that they can... Oh, but a headshot from Wildjack here. A bit of a sniper off class here as the Spiper.
Espionage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes him out here. We got... Oh, one Kaya got taken out. See Sebosai going around on the flank here. He has the bonk atomic punch. And he is going around, and he's going to run into the sentry. Yep, there we go. He definitely knows where the sentry is, and he's going to go and try and fly on the roof. Oh, doesn't get it. Didn't ninja his way up there, but that was pretty close.
Yeah, and in the way you actually missed something. Kesikala just dropped his Uber as the first Uber drop in this game, and Frog has 100% Uber advantage, also faster respawn, so just waiting for his team to support him and when he pushes him. That's where we're about to go through the B point left side. They chose the left side, and they're going in right now, healing off the people, but Napper with some nice pipes. Taking him on Kaya, so some of the aggressive offensive power is not enough, and there goes the Uber pop, shared quite generously, but the sentry is in a very good spot. But there goes the spy, Wildjack, doing some massive work helping his team out. It's not gonna work out well because they lost a few players in that exchange, and Sweden is standing strong.
Yeah, but also I just want to point out that Mint actually bought his team a substantial amount of time there, because he actually killed the sniper while it was being healed by the medic in spawn, and kept the medic from going out there, so actually bought his team some precious seconds. Too bad they weren't able to capitalize on it too much. Oh, nice reflect there, preventing the medic from taking any damage. And yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Kesikala is slowly getting his Uber up, while Frog is a serious disadvantage. Let me see if he's actually using... No, he's still on the Uber gun. He's not using the crit screen yet. We'll see how it goes. 5 minutes and a half to go, and the sniper is looking at the medic right now. Oh my god, he has a dot on him. didn't quite get the frog, the enemy sniper, who is, of course, Rake.
Medic going down, courtesy of Napper here, being Ubered and all. Taking him out. And yeah, looks like the Finnish defense is holding pretty well.
Yeah, they're wasting a lot of time actually, and Kisekalas once again has this Uber advantage over Frog, which is not good to see when you're attacking. You always want to have this
Don't
advantage.
Touch My Frog is on quick fix, so they're looking to get on the roof. Would really like to see Korb and Ondkaya get on the roof here together and try and hold that. Oh, Ondkaya's so weak, 17 health. Oh, gets out of there alive, barely. Let's see here, roof still belongs to Zoob. And he has the, you know, black box, and that thing will heal you up once you hurt your enemies, so he's in a good spot. Oh, but look at this flanky incendiary play here on Pyro coming around. Both teams here about to have Ubers. Quick fix is ready, and they come in here looking to gain a lot of ground. Here comes the regular Uber looking to survive this and get some proper positioning here, but they position themselves as if there was a regular Uber and not a quick fix here. Oh, Spy comes in, can't quite get the stab. Lundkaya falls to Zoob. Ray gets a headshot on Mint. And looks like Sweden is bleeding a few players here, but they do have the quick fix that does heal faster, so they can take more damage, essentially.
Well, yeah, it does heal faster, but it doesn't overheal, so your flank is basically suffering from that choice. And there's a nice milk thrown by the enemy scout, who is none other than Lutunen, the Finnish scout, and he's basically doing some massive work supporting his team with his defense. Blue team is just losing health constantly, but Frog is going to get his 100% quick fix, and let's see what he does with it, since he has about 30% advantage over
this thing is really quick here. Let's see, are they going to jump on the roof? Nope. Well, they're going to jump away from the soldier. Zoob here, he's really going for the medic here, runs into the other soldier on the roof, has a battle, and well, Onkaya goes down to a rocket. And what happened to Don't Touch My Frog? They're on the point. Captain, they have the Pyro here, Ascendier. He's going to be able to do a lot of denial here if anybody tries to get up here, because this is kind of a good Pyro territory.
Yeah, and Vilja gets Kisakala, so it's not going to look too well for the defending team, although majority of the blue, which is of course Sweden, are down. There's some nice work by Raf, taking down Demoman Napper before he actually dies himself. So we'll see how it goes. The cap points are going to get capped. 2 minutes 40 seconds to go, which is absolutely enough to cap the last point in this time.
They have another quick fix again, because that thing builds so quick. It's the fastest building minigun. Minigun. That sounds similar. Here we go. Oh, but they lose their heavy. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake there. Let's see. Oh, well, darn. They could have gone a lot better.
Yeah, it could, but it didn't. Newman was a little bit sleepy there, and he oversaw that Heavy was just basically shoved his minigun up his face and just blasted him away. Even the quick fix didn't stop bullets. So, yeah, this blue offense was not successful enough. They lacked people to jump with, I mean, the medic. And now it's all in Finland's hands to defend this. So they have 1 minute 50 seconds to go still, which is, you know, it's still doable. They have the Uber up, but if Frog decides to do what Finland did in the last round, then they can definitely take this.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 minute 40 left. Absolutely doable. And they do have the quick fix, so that thing's built really quickly. And it's a good way to like deal with like just surviving the Uber response. But they haven't been doing too good a job of that, because like it takes a while getting used to the quick fix because it works a bit differently. You can't really have the same timings as before because you don't have that overheal. Well, let's see, they're going to go in here, and they're probably going to go and try and trigger the Uber here. Quick fix coming in very early, Newton very hurt. Oh, and he goes down. But they did get the force, so as long as the blue medic stays alive and keeps healing, he's going to have that quick fix before the next Uber hits. And I guess that's when they're going to go in and try and cap here, because this seems pretty tough to break at this point.
Yeah, and the other thing with this map is, you know, blue has faster respawns, but of course red team has a lot closer to the point itself, so actually doesn't matter if blue has faster respawns on the last point. They need to actually hurry up Sweden, because they have 40 seconds to go. They are still in the quick phase. They're gonna build it faster than the enemy team Finland, but the point is, I mean, the time is ticking away for them, and none has died for either of the teams.
Such good spy check here coming out of the Pyro for Finland here, doing a phenomenal job. That is,
and it doesn't look good for Sweden here. They lost a lot of players, only 5 up, and there's the entire Finnish team on the point right now. They know that if they lose this point right now, it's not gonna go well for them. There's only 2 people up for Sweden, and I don't think they can do anything about that now. It's 10 seconds left. The majority of the team is on the point.
Yeah, there's a Stickies on the point, there's a Heavy on the point, and a Center on the point. Yeah, this is first round is gonna go to Finland.
Surprisingly, I really thought that Sweden was going to look a lot stronger on this map, and, you know, they proved me wrong. I mean, Finland really looking very strong here.
Kills. All red. It's all Finland in the top kills here. Yeah, I really thought Sweden was going to be... Well, they were aggressive, but they weren't successfully aggressive. But if you look at the scores, it's pretty darn even, except for Toba. Other than that, like, it's pretty even, more or less. So, you know, I would say the first round here, very well played by Finland, but I do think Sweden is going to change and adapt, and this will be a much closer round. It's like they kind of gotten used to each other at this point. So we're going to have Sweden defending, and then we swap, and now they're going to attack again. So this is going to be the same round. They're going to set the time that Finland has to beat, and if Finland beats them, they're going to win this map, and we're going to go over to the next map, which is going to be Badwater, and then we have Steel as a decider round if it goes to 3 rounds. That's
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I mean, Sweden was, well, definitely, I think Sweden has, I don't want to, like, insult Finland, but they do have a little bit better players, but, you know, it's Team Fortress 2, and if your team has better synergy and better teamwork, you're just gonna win anyways.
And I've just been told by a little bird that Finland's Pyro is Mookie, the, one of my favorite soldiers of all time.
And today he's not actually playing soldier, and it's Sug, who is doing his work.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see how Finland will defend, and looks like they're gonna go for the same exact strategy as they did before, which is holding very aggressively, taking some few early kills with the Demoman Napper, who is just like flinging pipes and sticks at the enemy spawn quite aggressively, and already taking 3 kills. Basically with no effort whatsoever, and yeah, they're gonna continue standing there because there's nothing they can actually. I mean, Finland can actually. No, Sweden can actually do about that situation here, since they're very aggressive. It looks like Sweden is looking to just spam them out of this situation. Viljak trying to stab the medic, didn't quite manage to. His Kisakala's back is all the time towards the wall, so the spy is the best counter to the spy is like wall. It's just nothing better against the spy.
Yeah, I just saw like the 2 demos there were just like, they were just exchanging damage left and right here. Rake with a headshot on Onkaya. Oh! Corv gets taken out mid-air there by Zuba. Close body air shot, I believe. Don't see those every day where he actually knocks you into you while you're in the air. Wow, that was pretty impressive here. So, yeah, it looks like Sweden is just going to go and stack the A point here and maybe try and go for a different kind of approach. Not through B, but through the A-B connector through A.
Yeah.
Maybe, no, it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just going to go here and maybe have the, oh yes, the sniper and the pick class is going to go through the other side. So they're going to run into the sentry. So this is going to be kind of a double-pronged attack here coming in. Both Ubers are fading. Blue's Ubers fades slightly faster, and now the pick class are coming in here, bullying the sentry. The sniper doesn't help the spy. And now the scout's on the sniper, and the sniper gets taken out, and the spy is dealt with. So a bit of a mismatch there, but they did get most of the kills, though.
Yeah, I mean, Finland just went for the exact same hole as they did before, and what Sweden actually did is just, you know what, we can't really push through the B spawn, so why don't we just try and go around through C and see what happens, and that's what they did, and just basically pushed in all the way around where the enemy team wasn't, and just took the ground basically for free. Barely lost any players, only the medic, which I guess is fine, but you know, they won the points, so it's all good now. And Kisagawa's gonna have a slight Uber advantage over Frog, but I wouldn't be really surprised if Frog just went quick fist at this point and just like go for it.
Well, still running the metagun. Can't really change it mid-game, so huge Uber advantage for the defenders here. Nice headshot by Inso, taking out Mookie there. That means no more air blasts and no more spy checks from the Pyro. That means that Wheeljack could do some more work if he didn't get spotted immediately by the scout who's going to go and kill him. Yep, there we go. Down he goes. Scouts in Highlander also pretty good against spies if they see them. And if you're running the Dead Ringer, you're absolutely boned if a scout's after you, because he will know how far you can run before you have to decloak.
Exactly, and Kisakala dies there, and so that gives Frog a massive Uber advantage.
Yeah.
And
look at this though, instant response from Zoob here, takes him out mid-air shot. Holy damn, that was such a good response, such a good play there from Zoob. He's like, oh, you killed our medic? Well, we're gonna kill your medic too. And yeah, there you go. Uber advantage gone.
Even in chat, Frog just said, nice one. I mean, when you see a nice air shot like this, you just like say, yeah, it's just nothing I could do about that, and just like congratulate the enemy player. That gives Finland a lot of time.
Oh, and then Sebasai comes in and is like, well, you kill our medic, we're gonna kill your medic again, and Kisakala goes down here. Looks like Finland is bleeding a lot of players here. A lot of red. Napper, only 12 HP. Zoob here, dude, he's landing air shots left and right here. He's killing people. Give that man a parachute. He should stay in the air.
Yeah, and he's once again, he's trying to
touch my Frog and the Union. What? All right, Zoob, man of the match. Just saying. He's doing a phenomenal job here. And
oh my god, that has to be really annoying for the Swedish team here. Zoob just doing so much work, and you know you have Zoob as a soldier on your country, and I also have Mookie, who's a very talented soldier himself at playing a pirate today. It's just like it's kind of OP.
It was kind of like I really like the efforts. Like, oh yeah, Zoob bombed our medic. Yeah, let's have our demo and our soldier try and do the same. But no, quite couldn't do it. Zoob seems to have been getting the better timings here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he's coming around the side, just holding the flanks down pretty well. And yeah, Sweden seems to be hurting a bit. Kisakala is about to have a 100% quick fix ready to go, so they're looking to survive whatever they can throw at them fairly easy. So let's see here. Oh, the spy actually got past there. Oh no, he had to Dead Ringer. Yeah, I don't think the Dead Ringer is working too well for him.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit. We'll check this out in a second.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit there, Jake. Might want to check for technical problems or fixes or something. In the meantime, there's a full Uber coming in from Sweden, gonna go in, and oh, look at this nice air blasting here. And yeah, you can't air blast people who are using the quick fix, I believe. Kind of, maybe. Oh, here comes Mookie. Oh, he's on the prowl. Is he gonna get the medic? He is absolutely gonna get the medic. Yep, down he goes. Medic is dead. Again, I feel Done Touch My Frog has been the victim of many picks and many bombs. And look at Napper here, gonna make short work of this teleporter and kills the last guy coming through them as well. That is that. So, it seems like our Mumble is having some issues there. Fortunately, so we're gonna try and get that sorted in the meantime. Yep, server went down, so it's just me here for in the meantime. Let's take a look at the Zoob cam here, as you know, it's time is running out here for them, and we're back here, Jake, with something that works, hopefully. Yeah, welcome back.
It does. Yeah, I got a message from John that the main Mumble was just DDoSed for some reason, so just catch on with the action. Yeah, Finland just keeps stalling Sweden here. I mean, Sweden cannot find a good grip on the last point, and Sweden just fending off every single attack that Sweden is just throwing at them.
Yeah, let's see, Don't Touch My Frog here. Building that, it's gonna have a full Uber, and they need to make something with this happen. That was the right order of words. Never mind. Kisakala still building that quick fix, and they've done a pretty good job of defending with that. I have to say, like, utilizing the strengths of that unlock and using it against the Uber, and it's been paying off for them so well. Yeah, Zoob goes in and sees all of this, like this tiny death ball going. Here they come very early. Oh, but Rake takes down Ascendier with a headshot. And then Inso kills Rake there with another headshot, but you know what, Pyro is really key here. Look at Mookie, he's hiding in such a good spot here. Comes looking to air blast him off the point. Yeah, off you go, and he falls down himself. But yeah, didn't work out too well for him, but it was well planned. Oh, people dying left and...
7 here right now, and it is a valiant scout. Lasandro just trying to stall this one as long as possible, and he managed to buy this team a few seconds, and the timer stands at 7 minutes 29 seconds, which is a good time, and comparable to the last rounds. It took a long time for Sweden to push in.
Yeah. But, valiant last push at the end. They had They had to, you know, face the wrath of Zoob a couple of times there before they could really get going. But like, you saw they did a different approach. They went through the A connector area, like through this door, through this hallway here, and it worked like the first try. And they'd be stuck on like the other connector for a while, because once you kind of have a teleporter going up in that area, it's kind of hard to not attack from that side, because like the engineer has, you know, devoted metal and stuff to a teleporter to go up in that area, and it's very easy to just keep taking that teleporter to like keep the reinforcements coming. And I felt like that kind of like hurt them in a bit. But yeah, now teams have been switched. Finland is in blue. It's currently, if they cap faster than this time, they win this round. If not, we're gonna have another round. It's gonna be a lot of rounds.
Sweden has just decided to go for the same hold as they did before, which is the center on this little health pack here. It doesn't see as much, but it blocks off every single jumper that tries to get on the rooftop, which is I think what Mint is looking for.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's what we expected.
But the spy, I think the spy already knows. Like Raph, he's around here, and yeah, he sees the sentry. He knows exactly where he is. Oh, and Mint runs into him and takes him out with the Southern Hospitality. Nice and easy. Bomb in by Napper. Sees the medic. Knows exactly where he is. Here comes... Oh, not a follow-up by Zoob there. Quite couldn't get it. Was stopped dead in his track here. I guess the Sweden has upped their anti-aircraft defenses quite substantially.
Yeah. They need to do that, since Zoob has proven himself that he can just do some nasty shit. There goes Insa as well, taking out Rake, who's been dealing some pain on the defending team. And Frog is 100% Uber. He's not popped yet. He feels quite safe here behind his little shad on B point.
Yeah,
A point's still not capped though. I mean, just look at this. People are stalling here, and that's the engineer Toba.
What you spoke of, like Zoob can't get that jump. The sentry's just stopping him. But oh, he goes in when it's wrangled. Can't quite get the medic though. Gets a rocket off of him, but the medic is gonna go and grab a health kit and hang out with the dispenser for a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, no. Doesn't need the dispenser. He has heals. Let's see. Onkaya's gonna go for the roof. Finally, a scout is on the A to cap that. So they need to get all the 3 points. A bit late, but
Sweden's spy and the scout delaying that point as long as possible, and actually kind of threw Finland off their beaten track. Uber's still 100%.
Oh, but nice zap here. What happened to Mint? Did he get... Oh yeah, Rake took him out with the sniper rifle, the upper hand that he was using, and then the spy just sapped the gun. So nice teamwork there. Taking out the gun, a valiant effort. So now they're going to be defending this without the gun, but they do have a teleporter, and Mint is back. And he has this dispenser, and let's see what he decides to do here. This could be pretty crucial. Oh, he's going to rebuild it in the exact same spot, but the spy has seen us, and now his team knows.
Now his team knows, but yeah, this Frog is still 100%. He's not going to pop that Uber in vain, and he's holding quite aggressively behind the shed. He's quite set from spies as well. He's not dealing with as much
on a mission. He knows the spy's here. It's just really, really close. Didn't use enough flame there. Oh, here comes Zoob again. Gets the force. Yeah, doesn't matter if you put a sentry there. It just gives me the additional push that he needed to get extra close to the medic. So,
oh man, that is really bad for Sweden that there's Zoob in the other team.
Yeah.
But yeah, Finland lost a few players here, but you know, they have 100% Uber. They can basically push whenever they feel like it, and essentially was one again. Oh, now it's being moved. Mint said, yep, there's Uber coming, so I need to put in a defensive spot where my pilot can there. Bless the enemies.
It's kind of been like
smart thinking.
Yeah, like they're just slowly like changing up the strategy. He needs to get that gun to level 3 though. It's only, oh, there we go, very quickly. Yep, there we go. Nice work. Here comes the Uber though. Nice engagement, nice positioning too. The Pyro is not where he needs to be here. Just doing some reflect, losing the dispenser and the teleporter. So the Scout's in behind doing some cleanup work here. Runs into a mini, and not going to be able to do too much with that. But yeah, finally it looks like Finland is going to be able to take some ground here. Oh, but the gun goes down. Courtesy of Zoob. Spy pressure onto the medic. Takes Kisakala out with a nice revolver. Wheeljack doing some work. Inso going down. Rake.
Well.
Yeah.
Just really in a good spot here. Low on health though, and gets a force on Frog. He did not want to basically risk his Uber.
Yeah, Rake looked at him
just to save
and
himself.
He got forced out of pure fear. And Napper realizes where Mint put his sentry, and the sentry gets taken out by Zoob again. And Zoob going in, he's gonna go. Oh, gets the medic! Zoob. It's probably what probably the most said word in the enemy team's mumble, I would assume.
Yeah.
He's just doing a ton of work.
I don't know Frog myself, but if he is not known to be calm, then he's probably raging right now, because Zoop is just getting him all the time. Like, I think the Spy ran just to say, you know what, I just don't even care anymore, because Zoop is gonna get him anyways. So he just like does other stuff like sapping sentries and stuff like that. So yeah, once again, Sweden is back to their last line of defense on the C point. They basically inhabited this C point, but Jakeowaty is gonna have his 100% Uber very soon, and Frog is nowhere near that.
It looks like we're going for a heavy on the roof there, so the heavy's well protected against headshots and backstabs for the most part. Here comes the Uber. They need to get a lot of ground with this, and oh, look at this pyro. Just air blasting them off where they want to go. Yeah, nice work there. Mint helps take out the heavy as well, but yeah, a lot of blue swarming the point here. Heavy is forced off that roof, and here comes the Spy. Oh, can't get the stab there, and yeah, the blue offense falling apart here, and this scout is going to chase down Rake and takes him out, and that was a very well defended last there, pretty much textbook defense. They held everything very well. Gotta give props to Ascendary though. He made sure they were not allowed to go where they wanted. He just pushed them all around. And you never get points for that as a pyro. The game doesn't know when you push the enemies out of where. Oh, but nice backstab there by Wheeljack, taking down Napper, making sure that the Finnish offense is weaker.
That's a nice way to put it. Yeah, but yeah, right now Frog is getting forced by Zoob again.
Yeah.
He's just jumping from the most obscure spot.
Zoob, you scrub, you only have mere force? How dare you?
Ouch, but Physical is 100% quick fix right now, and he's ready to just jump in on the point wherever he feels like it. Nice headshots coming out of Rake, taking out Zebasai, who's been quite pain in the flanks side. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna push in, and that's not gonna be through the main spot, but through the left side if you're looking at the red spawn. And yeah, just going in, they just no breaks on this train right now. They need to go in if they wanna win this. They have 1 minute to go. They don't have much time.
The Spy gets spotted.
And there goes the jump as well. Demo just jumps on the rooftop, gets some spam out, but Medic didn't quite manage to reunite with him. There's a heavy as well. Soldier jumps in. A lot of people for Sweden are dying, and can Finland actually take it? There's only 3 people left for Sweden on the end, so the sniper, can he take it? No! The first map goes to Finland after, wow, a nice show of Zoob's skills. He basically bought them this round here. Basically the entire map.
Let's see if Zoob's on the stats here. I would assume he is.
Oh my god, this is hideous. This is hideous for the other team. I mean, Sweden
Zoob's
is
actually
a good team.
Not on. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. He has top damage. But yeah, he got the kills that really mattered. So we're gonna switch the matches. The maps. Still one match, and we're gonna go on to Badwater, which is really, I think, a map where Sweden can really come back because, you know, I don't like Gravel Pit. I think it's a bad map. Might be, you know, what Sweden is saying right now, because there's a lot of people who don't really play Gravel Pit all that much, don't really like it, and stuff like that. But yeah, Finland definitely knew what they were doing there, so will be interesting to see. I still think it's anyone's game at this point. However, it is, you know, currently match point in terms of maps for Finland, so the pressure is on Sweden now. So let's see if Sweden, some teams, they play better when there's more pressure on them. I mean, already there's pressure on them because, you know, they're this far in the Nations Cup, but they can go even further. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes since you know, Gravel Pit is a fairly open map and just went huge. I mean, other team has on the Kion Soldier, but he was not able to do as much as Zoob, and Zoob was just jumping from the most obscure points and sides and walls that, like, you usually don't see soldiers jump from, and that's why he was surprising Frog so many times. And I will not hesitate to say that he basically bought them the round, like I said before.
He got like the key picks at the key timings. Like, that was pretty much the best examples of killing the right target at the right time. Such good, but then we had some good responses too, or some attempts rather. Like they lost their medic and then they're gonna switch. So
yeah, it wasn't straight up roll. I mean, Sweden was really trying to retaliate as much as they possibly could, and, you know, given the circumstances. But Zoob was just jumping the medic, and, you know, the heavy couldn't really stop him from doing that.
One thing that I really like is that Sweden dedicated their sentry to stopping Zoob. You know, that's how much work he did. So, and even though with the sentry, it's like, oh, the sentry's there, let me just use my Zoob powers to make that sentry give me an additional boost. So here we are
like
on Badwater. Gonna be...
Yeah, there's no point in actually explaining it. I mean, we usually just explain to fill the time, but I don't really feel like explaining this map since it's just like...
Oh, well, you know, Badwater is a payload map, and it has 4 points, and as you continue to cap on, you gain more time and more time to cap.
Okay, answer me this
here.
question, actually. I want to know. Is Mint gonna build his sentry in the Mint spot?
Mint as in the best spot, or Mint as in the spot Mint builds it in?
The Mint spot. I mean, you know, that's what I always talk about.
Yeah, the mint spot. Yeah, of course. I know the Mint spot. It's,
Does
here.
Mint know the Mint spot?
I think it's because he invented it, maybe? Or took the credit for putting it there.
That would make sense, actually, yeah. But yeah, it looks like Sweden has just stacked the defending side of the 2 forces fighting, and Finland's just gonna attack. So, yeah, we'll see once again if Zoob and Napper can actually sync their jumps and just go for the medic, the frog. He's not gonna have a good time here, it's definitely not, unless his team just basically commits to defending him, which they really should, because Zoob showed that he is just gonna go ham, and he's not gonna stop where he started.
Yeah, he might have a bit of a harder time here, though, because I don't think, like, Badwater is as bomb-friendly as the previous map, but we will see. He is going to be on blues, so I think, like, both him and Napper are probably going to do some tandem jumps right off the bat here, but we are starting here on Badwater. Finland currently up 1 map. Gravel pit against Sweden in the Nations Cup here. Gonna be watching a Mint roll out as he goes out and is gonna build. Oh, what is he doing?
I just wanted to add to Zoob's attacks that on this map he's gonna need a little bit more help from his teammates. Than
was this the Mint spot?
No, I was talking about the window on 3rd point, the Mint spot.
All right, well
is he building at the 3rd spot? I mean the 4th point. You know?
No, he's gonna pick it up. Oh, dude, maximizing plays, I guess. Yeah, let's see here. So he has a backwards teleporter. So his sentry is actually gonna be pretty late. So I guess they're looking to have a late sentry here and do most of the defense without it. But they do have a teleporter going to the roof there, and that is gonna help out immensely. So I guess they're going not too dependent on the sentry. They're going for a bit of a smaller kind of attack here. And when, you know, if you spot the sentry very early, let's say they go for an immediate jump here, I mean, the sentry is going to be finishing up pretty quickly here, so unless they get spotted that it's level 2, they are not going to know it's a very late sentry. Let's see here, and there it goes. Yeah, they have no idea that it is a late sentry. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it really worked out. It's, again, Mint is breaking the meta, as he usually does, and yeah, it's gonna work out for him. Let's see if they actually manage to do something with it. The card is being pushed heavily in the tunnel right now, and he's trying to do something, but there goes the force
Zoob, maybe?
out of Zoob, yeah. That's the one. Got the force. I mean, Frog tried to hide in the garage, or the little nuke that is near the tracks, near the 1st point, but it wasn't enough for Zoob. He just jumped in anyways, and forced him out. So Kisaka has full Uber advantage. Let's see if he actually decides to push on this. But
19 health. Yeah, gonna go in and grab that extra health. Gonna go out. Zoob's actually on the dart hit here, so he's going anti-sentry and anti-heavy. Maybe a bit of an anti-sniper too. Oh, barely misses the shot there. So let's see. The gun is still up, and they don't have teleporters going in here, so they will be teleporting in from the roof if they die. So it's gonna be a bit different. I'm not sure if they've caught on yet, if it's going to matter too much. Gun takes a couple of dart hit rockets, takes a lot of gunfire, but it holds for now. It sponges those bullets pretty well. Kaya takes down Rake as he was a bit far forward there, and the Jakeowaty bomb coming out, preventing that cap from going down and opening this door. It stays shut, so very well played there.
It's still very close, and Andkes just devoted himself to just stay on the card and not let anyone push in.
Oh.
And there goes a nice jump by Zoop once again.
Gets the force immediately. I think like he has like the fear potential because the medic absolutely didn't have to push there, pop there. But but the double backstab coming out of Raph here, killing Mint and Omkaya, taking him down.
Jesus, it's still like, I think Zoob is just giving his team a lot of advantage they need, but sometimes Finland is just like a little bit too lazy in pushing, and they just kind of
kind of what. Anyway, see, they have the teleporter on the roof there, and that is really going to help them out with keeping this roof here. And the sentry is just level 1, and it might be a bit problematic for them to actually hold this here. Wrangle going down, and the gun is on the roof, and Mint is disconnected from his gun here, and it's going to go down fairly quickly, and he goes down, and this could be a very scary turn here, because if, you know, they are able to get this point here fairly quickly, and if they give off the roof, it's going to be pretty tough to defend the 3rd point there.
Yeah, it's what you need to have is an up and running sentry, an up and running engineer to actually carry the sentry to the 3rd point. But looks like Yasmin is gonna kind of fall back here. They're still trying to. No, actually, they're still trying to hold this point.
Nice kill there. Well, both teams trade heavies, and the teleporter is still up, and Mint is back. He's looking to contest. It might be a bit of a mistake here. Too aggressive, too greedy. Mookie comes in, kills him, and that is the engineer down. Teleporter still up, by the way, and they're still holding, so they're going sentryless.
And Zoop is jumping on the car, trying to keep it from coming back. Then again, there's just Viljak. It's Viljak just holding this entire card by himself as a spy, doing a lot of work here with the sniper as well, and so helping him out, and of course helping Mint to build his sentry up. But this is really being focused on. They know that if they let Mint to build up his sentry, he's not gonna work out well for them. And there goes the cap as well with a split push on the rooftop. And if Uber pop out of Kesakala, Frog is still on his 100%. Uber, he's gonna jump in. No, he's not. He's gonna get shot by Rake from an insane angle. Oh my God, is Finland gonna take the 3rd point as well with this?
And I believe that was a drop too.
Yeah, it was. I told you, it was a drop. An insane angle from Rake. He's proving himself that he can do that as well. Not only Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Zoob's actually camping the teleporter here. Oh yeah, the spy comes through, and the spy's dead.
Yeah, Rake helps him out as well.
Yeah,
go ahead. Go on. No, I was just gonna say that Finland decided to just focus on the card instead of just going for the 2nd point, since they knew they don't have enough players up. And yeah, they're going in, and there's a stab on the medic as well. Raph is found his moment to actually get the stab, and Mid is having a lot of trouble pulling his sentry up. I think he just gave up on this and he's building on last here.
Yeah, he's doing like the forward sentry we've seen before, but he's only level 1 though. He's really weak. A bit greedy play here coming out of Mint. Does he have enough metal to pick it up? I don't think he has, otherwise he would have done it already. So, well, the guy's still up for a little bit, but he needs to get that metal. And yeah, oh, here's a spy. Oh, does get spotted. Gun is very weak. Oh, he picks it up. Thanks to the dropped ammo from the spy, I believe. That was no, actually, he didn't pick up it. He did have enough.
Oh, and Frog dies again to Mapper. Just Uber comes in and basically annihilates the enemy team, or I would say just the medic, but it's enough a medic. The demo gets stabbed by Viljai, helping his team as much as he possibly can. But Kisakala is still alive, taking some damage from the soldier. Not enough to kill him though. And looks like Sweden is gonna have another grip at the defense on last point here with their medic.
Yeah, it looks like the offensive pushing from Finland is gonna slow down a bit, so we're gonna have a slight bit of downtime here. So both teams will build Uber, and this will give Mint the time he needs to build that sentry and get those static defenses up. But Niyunin goes down to a headshot there, peeking, a bit greedy there as well. Lundkaya goes down and actually craters from a reflect kill, and here comes Zoob. Zoob is getting ready. He's in the air, finds the medic. One rocket. Hurt the medic pretty bad though. 27 health. I'd say that was a pretty successful scare at least. And Mint goes down as well. Eventually. No, Mint didn't go down. Mint's still alive.
It's Frog who died, and now finish off him. Finish what Zoob started.
That's actually worse than Zoob killing him, because if Zoob killed, he would have respawned quicker, I believe. So yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sometimes staying alive longer and doing nothing and dying is actually worse than being killed, you know, in terms of respawn. But I don't think it mattered too much, like both medics are. Oh, big headshot there by Inso. Let's see. Both medics are pretty even. Slight advantage for the defenders, but not too much.
It's pretty negligible at this point. I mean, defenders, no matter how much they have, they can always kind of back out. Well, attackers need to pick their time. Defense can just wait for the enemy team. And yeah, it's just Sweden still managing to hold this after so many medic drops or medic kills that Zub and his team actually managed to get. Finland. There's another jump by Napper trying to get the medic finished off by Enzo, the sniper man.
Zub killing, don't touch my frog again. Successful bomb, mission accomplished. And now Kisakala is about to have a full Uber and the other team has no medic alive.
It's always bad to see for the defenders as, well, gotta give it to Sweden. They really wanna hold on to this point. I mean, you know, stall as much as possible. It's their job. But without the medic, they're still quite aggressive. They do not fall back. And yeah, that's what we see. Frog just kind of got tired of getting killed all the time and went on a quick fix with the hope of possibly staying alive longer. There's another jump by Zub.
Yeah, he's not going to get anything that time. He's just going to go back and refill his health and then bomb again. Can't stop, won't stop. The bomb, Zub. The Zoom bombs.
Yeah, Kisakala's just wasting his time here with his teammates. I mean, they kind of hope that Zub would take the medic down again. That would definitely be the last push they need. But Zub kind of failed there and got killed by the scout. And yeah, just there's a quick fix versus the Uber. Let's see which one will actually.
It looks like Sweden. I think Sweden is confident enough to be able to defend this properly here with quick fix. Let's see here. Oh, going a bit thin here. Spy gets taken out, and the cart is moving forward. Some nice rockets coming in here, and yeah, Finland losing their heavy, keeping their own alive. Zub going down here actually runs into sentry fire there, so yeah. Zub not being able to do as much work as it did before. I think Sweden is aware of that now, so they're kind of like playing around that they know that Zub is going to bomb, so they've been a bit more careful, playing a bit less greedy.
Yeah, it's the word that actually was haunting me all the time since you were repeating it. But yeah, Sweden is a little bit too greedy in their plays here. They really want to get a lot, but they're not getting enough in that situation. And,
they have a
yeah,
very
they have quick fix.
Aggressive kind of defensive style there, where they're kind of like always pushing back at the attackers. There's not too many teams that do that, but it definitely seems to be working for them so far. And don't touch my frog. I got that full Uber again. Let's see. Zub is down, so he's not going to do any bombs anytime soon.
It's a quick fix though, so he will survive a soldier jumping and he can pop, and it doesn't really matter at this point. But Kisakala is getting his 100% Uber, and if I was Kisakala, I would just go crit streak at this point, since I know that frog has not switched, and I would just like decimate the enemy team using their demo man.
Yeah, and also like the sentry for Mint hasn't been too big a deal this game. Like it hasn't been like the whole bullet sponge, you can't pass this object kind of thing. But it looks like they're gonna go through trash here. That's an interesting route. It takes a bit longer, and but Wheeljack see barely misses the stab there and doesn't get the revolver kit. But man, oh man, that was close. That could have gone really horrible for Finland. They're going down heavy first. Quick fix deployed as well. Mini sentry going up on the top.
Uber's just kind of useless here. They managed to fight up many people, but the sentry's still up. Mint is still up as well, so as long as Mint survives, at this point, it's not going to get capped. It's being spammed, though, heavily by a Napper who really wants it down. Yeah, Finland has all the respawns they need, while Sweden has only 6 seconds to respawn, stalling the point right now. Medic is still in quick phase, hiding from the sniper. Sniper is in the map room, as far as I know. Jumped on the cart as well, trying to get it capped. Sentry goes down eventually, and yeah, Finland stacks the cart. 10 minutes, 59 seconds is the time of Finland's push.
Yeah, that one spy stab there actually bought them a lot of time. There's 10:59, not the best of times. It's,
yeah, we've seen better, definitely.
But it's a solid time, and top kills. Yeah, Sweden defenders had the most kills, so they did fairly well. Now the teams have been switched, of course. Now Sweden is going to be attacking on the blue, and no shenanigan teleporter stuff. So. Mint not going too standard might have like hurt them maybe, or it might have helped them. It might have gone either way. So.
You know, you never know what's going over Mint's head. And, he really surprised me with that first teleporter late sentry
build.
Like
what we call from the UGC final I saw we casted yesterday was like what we call the mad genius. So you have like he's doing something, you're like, what is this fool doing? And then like you see what he does, like, oh yeah, dude, that's genius, you know, like why didn't everyone think of that?
Well, every single genius, I mean, most of the geniuses were often very underestimated by their peers, and then people realize that, oh my god, this guy was actually genius. Why was no one listening to him when they are long dead? AKA Leonardo da Vinci. But yeah, gates are down, people are out, and the first kill of this round is Jakeowaty the Spy, which is usually not very scary. And yeah, the card's being pushed viciously on Kaya, trying to spam the sentry with a dark pit, but it's in a very unconventional spot as well on the rock. It sees a lot, but can be also spammed a lot more than its counterpart.
Yeah, and also the dispenser placement allows for a lot of rollers to do a lot of spam damage as well, if the demo is aware of it though. So let's see here what kind of offense Sweden puts up here. The gun has been moved to the, I guess, more standard spot, watching cliff watching. Also sustainable to long range damage. Let's see, is Onkaya not on the dart hit anymore, and Zoob is on his favorite black box once again. Very early Uber coming in here. Not entirely sure what happened there, but I guess they're going in just the front way here. Nice air blast coming out of Mookie, denying any kind of stuff from happening to the sentry.
And Sentry soaked up a fair amount of damage and still up and running, and people are basically trying to make it go down, but the card is being pushed by the scout. In the meantime, Zebasai is just doing some work here. He finally gets down to Napper Sticks, and bleeding here is Finland. A lot of players just got the respawns, no teleporter to support them to the front lines.
Look at Wheeljack, is just standing on the sentry. Okay, so he's just gonna wait there and decloak, and no, he didn't even need to zap the sentry. Kaya killed it with regular rockets, not even dire hit ones. Oh, he goes in and gets a stab on the heavy for good measure. Oh, here comes the bomb. Nice, getting the medic. He is down, gonna leave Don't Touch My Frog with some nice Uber advantage that they can use further, given the fact that Zoob doesn't bomb the medic.
Yeah, and only three, actually two. Make it two people up for Finland on defending team.
Yeah, Toba's already going.
Gonna take second.
Yeah, Toba's already going to the third point and doing the dispenser in the stair. Oh, there's actually really far downstairs. A bit of a variation there. And yeah, Sweden carrying a lot of ground. That's what you need to do. Like you get a kill like that, and good engagement, you just go forward and take as much ground as you can. The unit coming out on top of the heavy engagement there.
He's quite scary in that.
It's a steal. Oh. Taken out by a roller.
Not enough.
Yeah.
And Toba's using Mint Spot as well, just managed to get his level 2, which is enough to shoot with the use of Wrangler. Very early pop coming out of Don't Touch My Frog, getting, of course, forced by Finland there.
Headshot on Kisakala there. Nice work. They need to have their own medic alive. Oh, Spy coming in and stabbing the sniper. That's a nice pick you can get. And a bit of a laugh as well.
Yep, and yeah, Sweden is just pushing in. They know they have the advantage, even if it's not that much, and the sentry goes down. And they have 7, well, make it 8 minutes to push last, which is a lot of time, especially if you want to do a few, like, experimental pushes before you actually push through. Nice headshot by Rake on Corvin. They had the backstab. Oh my god, Rev gets 2 backstabs in a row, 1 on Frog and second on Newton, so that's a combo gone for the attacking team. Is giving Sakala a fair amount of Uber advantage. Is definitely going to slow down Sweden in their tracks. See why I did their tracks by load stuff like that.
Yeah, that was really clever. Should write that down. So the cart still moving forward. Like Sweden had a kind of a killer momentum. It did get stopped dead in their tracks, like you said, very cleverly by the Spy here. Also gets another stab on the sniper. Inso going down, so that leaves a Rake for some elbow room. He can do what he wants, and let's see if he's going to go and take like a kind of a greedy spot. You know, greedy in the terms of like being very aggressive here, but oh, Lieutenant Heppa used Pinkerposterly taking a lot of damage here. 62 health, and he's gonna go out of the core, but also very weak. So these are kind of the players that are, you know, they're comfortable taking damage, being comfortable on low health.
Yeah, it's like in some MMOs or like Dota games, just the lower you get, there's a perk that the lower health you get, the more damage you deal. That's basically their mindset, but there's an Uber coming on from both sides, and looks like, yeah, Red's gonna come out on top of this exchange, delaying Sweden enough to kind of actually push them back, but no, they just wanted to, like, kind of re-push. taking down, both demos taking each other, and there's so many people down for red team all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but the only 2 up for defenders. Finland's just bleeding players, and as Sentry is very unconventional spot once again on the top, being rescued, injured, and wrangled. Not wrangled yet, the heavy and the soldier having a lot of trouble taking it down, giving Finland a lot of time to respawn, but they already taken the spawns, and yeah, the card's gonna roll down to the point, I think, quite fairly. So,
yeah, this looks like some nice momentum. This looks like to be Sweden's round here, unless Finland can pull out like some sort of miracle defense here, but it's kind of hard with the positioning they have. And yep, there you go. Very good round there for Sweden, taking the first point here on bad water. It seems like this is more their map, of course, but anything can happen. But yeah, Sweden definitely going to be feeling a bit more confident now after their 2-0 loss on Gravel Pit. They definitely know that they're not out of this game, a lot more comfortable on this map. So yeah, also looking at the stats, a lot more blue, Swedish color. The other one is yellow, so I guess you can call it the domination band. It's kind of yellow, I guess.
But still, like, Zoob is top fragging and top, well, almost top damaging. Korv is on top of that, only 800 more than Zoob. So, yeah, I can see that Zoob is just basically, I don't want to say carrying, because on top level Highlander is no one really to carry, it's just the team is just playing together, using a player's advantage.
He puts the team on his shoulders, and then he rockets jumps them to victory, so they don't have to walk. That's Zoob for you.
Oh my god, that should be like, there should be like Zoob's loadout made in SFM, and there's like this quote coming out, you know, out of Zoob. Or something like that. It's just like inspirational quotes by Highlander players, or in this case, casters for Highlander players.
Alright, so now we're gonna go on to the second round here. Currently, match point of this map. Not totally, but of this map to Sweden. If they win this round, they will go on. We will go into the final round, which is gonna be Steel, which is like super strategy map extravaganza that people get lost on.
I mean, I like Steel. I mean, I used to hate Steel quite a lot because I didn't quite understand it, but once I actually devoted enough time to play it, understand it, and actually develop a few strategies, it's actually one of my favorite maps now because it allows you to do whatever the hell you want. Yeah,
it's kind of like tomato juice. You know, you kind of have to drink a few liters before it gets good. It's kind of like
and
Steel.
it's good for you as well if you drink more of it. So. Yeah, it's just it's a map that favors teamwork over pure DM or
it favors strategy, then teamwork, then DM. So we can actually see a lot of like that's like a map where you see like some mixed teams of really good players lose to lower tier teams that just sticks together. But anyway, Sweden is going to be attacking again. They're going to be setting the time that Finland has to beat. And we have a bit of a forward sentry here. Very standard, same as they've seen before. I think he's going to move the sentry back as well. We saw him do that before as well. So we're going to be seeing what kind of crazy bombs comes out of Kaya here. He's on the dart hit, so he's going to go for sentry annihilation. Nice reflex there by the Pyro, reflecting those rockets. Sentry takes 1 hit, but it's in good condition. It's going to be repaired fairly quickly. The unit is down, Subsize down. Not the biggest of deal because they're they're on attack.
Standard suicides going for the blue team.
Spy Wildjack here doing some parkour, and actually Zoob jumps into. I think he knows something's up. And the gun actually goes down. Yeah.
On the Kaya, just working with that dag hit, trying to take it as soon as possible. So it seems like the aggressive hold is not good enough for a direct hit.
Apple gets the kill on Korv there, and that's going to stop the attack here. Like, are they going to go? Are they not? Like, they have number advantage. Everything is that Korv is down. Oh, Pyro, air blasting Pyros. Yeah, nice work here by Mookie, buying his team a lot of time here. They don't have a gun, so it's like they don't really need to devote that much Uber to this. Dispenser goes down as well. Teleporter is about to fall. Just as the Spy, he teleports through and dies instantly. So that's a nice free kill there on the Spice. He just goes through the teleporter. He had no idea of knowing. And now Sweden is looking to move forward here, and Finland trying to take the roof.
Yeah, and that's what they should do. They have basically there's no advantage going on right now. Both medics are virtually and actually the same on the Uber. Frog is slightly up now, so Sakala is not having enough people to heal right now. And they're trying to defend as much as they possibly can once again, but the Sentry is just working that no one is able to build up. Is pushing everyone from the rooftop. There's already a red team to help getting rid of that Pyro, but it's not gonna be enough, or is it, since there's only 2 people up for Finland right now, the heavy was just killing the scout like it's nothing. And yeah, basically, Finland tried to go. I mean, Sweden tried to go for a very early push and just go for it as much as possible as they did before. But I think they kind of went too fast. I mean, you want to go fast, but not too fast. And they basically lost all the players that could push the cart.
Yeah, and it seems like Finland is stabilizing on the roof here. So we're gonna do. Oh, nice stab here by Raft. They're taking down the sniper, taking down Wraith.
Yeah, and Kiska's 100% Uber, so he's just gonna sit on that and just try not to get forced. He's getting some spam in the face, but it's not, you know, nothing he can handle. As a heavy down, and there's a force as well. By I think it was on Kaya, and yeah, it was on Kaya. Just jump in and kills. But the problem is that Frog is dead, so you can't really capitalize on that push here. And red team, yeah, red is just gonna. You know, respawn, get back onto the rooftop, and just delay the card as much as possible. There's a sentry watching over the card, though, so it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, this is surprisingly well the roof hold here, despite having lost all their buildings. There's a nice work by the engineer getting those key buildings up really quickly. And it seems like Sweden is kind of struggling here what to do there. Like, do they go upstairs or do they just go around here? Let's see what they decide to do. I really think like the sniper should really help around the backside. Because the heavies and the heavy classes are actually at the backside here, and they're kind of easy to hit. Like, you won't hit the medic because the medic is hiding, but it's kind of back here where it's going. Oh, actually, Mookie goes down there, and no pyro on the roofer. It's going to be pretty hard to hold. Some crossbow shots coming in here on the heavy, not opting to use the minigun because that weapon is for scrubs, apparently.
There goes Viljak just sapping all the stuff that is on the rooftop in the meantime while the Uber was out. And yeah, a bunch of people for blue are down, but they managed to split push it and get the cap, which is enough, and it's what they were looking for. Frog is about to get his Uber up. Kisaka's only on 20%, and he's running away right now. He's not gonna run away. There's so many blue people hunting him down. Oh,
speaking of hunting down, here comes Soup. Oh, gets the force. I was just gonna go in the Zoom cam to see what he was up to, and he was like behind enemy lines, behind the medic. You know, he was just where he needed to be. Such good game sense, you know. Just a prime player getting the job done. Oh, Niunen taking down Lieutenant Hepajos Pinko Suli. Stands no chance against Niunen there. And yeah, like Sweden's starting to get some momentum there. Neither team has Uber, thanks to a certain soldier. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see if Finland. Oh, they're doing like the forward sentry pickup that they're going to do there. It's only level 2 though. Not gonna. Oh, Spy comes and stab Kisakawa going down. Huge Uber advantage here. What's Super gonna do? Is he gonna jump to medic, children? Spot the jumper. It's kind of like Fedora the Explorer.
Fedora the Explorer. Fedora door. Yeah, but Frog is 100% Uber is definitely a good situation to be in for the Sweden. And very early pop coming out of.
It's just the heavy though shooting gun. It does get picked up, and this could be a nice timing here for Korv to get the sentry here. But he's actually up top, so they're looking to secure the upper area. But here comes the bomb from Zub, not as effective. He actually misses the medic by an inch there. Medic 17 health, so weak, and does go down to Zub. It doesn't matter anyway, but Korv is still alive, and they just have to push the cart and get that thing as far as they can. Like, there's no reason to really not push the cart at this point. Yeah, there is a lot of players down. No, never mind what I say. They're actually going to look and try and keep the red player numbers down here until the respawn wave comes in. That is actually the much better choice there, actually. So they're going to go and push the cart. Yeah, that's really nice to keep the red low numbers. And now they got a nice little death ball going here on the cart. And this is going to be pretty hard to stop here. Zub on the medic. Oh! Mookie finishes the job. Though. Nice work here. And look at this, like, the red numbers are pretty low, and so are the blue. Like, both teams bleeding players here. Card is moving forward, though. Korv finally dies eventually, and only 4 people up totally. Let's see this, and the sniper Inso has to go on the cart. Like, just go on the cart and push it, but there's a heavy behind you. He throws Jakeowaty, and then he hides. Oh, is it going to be a sniper cap? No, not going to be a sniper cap. Pretty darn close.
It's so close, though.
Yeah.
It's so close. There's so many red people just go. Oh my god, trying to defend the card. Zoop trying to defend it as well, jumping on Kaya, who was just bombing the card. So many people with so much splash damage. It's not enough to push the card the last inch that they need. And yeah, Kisaka's building his quick fix up quite fast, whereas Frog is still on the Uber gun. He's quite, you know,
Wheeljack got the stab on the Pyro there as well. Union going down, so a red team actually kind of looking good in the terms of numbers. Oh, and Mint goes on to a headshot from Ray while carrying his gun there. And Pyro goes up to pressure the sniper and actually takes him out inside the spawn. Quick fix has been forced, I believe.
No, it was just popped to secure the card because it,
yeah,
it was a card and there was some spam coming on the card. Just Frog decided
knows that the medic is about to have a full Uber, and look, he's so close. Look at this timing, 93, 94. Don't think he's going to be able to. No, he's not going to be able to get to the medic. Too well protected, so I don't think we're going to see a force out of Zoob. Don't think that is going to happen. The medic is very far back, though. Let's see. Yeah, Zoob's not where he needs to be. Yeah. So here we go, coming in. Oh, Scout way in front gets disconnected from the Uber there and dies pretty quickly. That's a lot of cap power, but they're on the card here. Oh, this is close, and they get it 8:03. It's a pretty decent time.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's 3 minutes better than the Finland's time last round. So, yeah, it's always something, I guess. But it's definitely beatable. I mean, we've seen times around 4 or 5 minutes, and yeah, it was quite easy.
All right,
to attack and
I'm gonna show you what is called timing. Watch Mint. All right, so he has built in a teleporter entrance. That's why he was able to pick up the metal. So he picks up the metal, builds a dispenser, and as the dispenser is building, he jumps on the roof, puts a teleporter, and then he whacks this a couple of times. Doesn't whack it to completion, and then he goes down here, and watch as this completes. That is timing. That is such good timing. Oh, I love it. I love it. So it's actually going to bring in a done dispenser that's going to finish faster than if you would just build it normally. So he's going to go and plonk that down and grab the additional ammo. Too bad the gun disappeared there. A bit early suicides, but that's okay, because this is a new meta. Not everybody's used to this Mint style of play. So,
yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, it's really innovative and fresh air to the old Badwater. What he's doing here.
It really enables their team to have a defense on the roof, because usually, like, if you lose the first point pretty badly, there's like no chance you can hold a roof. But with this teleporter, depending on who dies first, you can actually have some kind of defense going on there.
Much, and yeah, there's just some suicides coming out of Finland's team, but no, there is a stab by Rafa Min. He was not quite aware of the spy, looking around, and this goes a sentry. So carefully crafted. Going down right now, and the Uber has been forced as well, and yeah, Kisakawa has all the time in the world to push into this. No sentry and no Uber to fight against. It's always nice to see for the attacking team.
Mintir's going to take his teleporter, and what does he do? He is not going to contest the roof. They're looking to keep holding this point here. That's kind of a mistake from him, because already you see the scout sees him. Oh, he's not actually focusing the engine. A bit of a mistake by the scout there, not taking out the NG. So that's actually a pretty big deal. This is going to give Mint some time to set up on the roof here.
It's just like people trading kills. Like I like seeing that. I mean, medic guys on the one side, and it's just the team says, you know what, just we're gonna put balls to the wall and just jump the other medic and just make sure that the other medic is down as well. So our medic has this slight advantage, even though he's dead. And that's what Sweden is doing. It's working out for them. Frog is slowly building his Uber up. His Ubers are equal right now as medic spawn and the same time. And yes, Sweden's still holding the first point, but being really defensive. They abandoned the cliff hold. It's holding on the tracks right now, getting ready to push back whenever they need to. And the unit's being very, very aggressive here, stealing the head, the health kit, and the ammo pack from the enemy team. Almost dies himself, but no, he managed to get out, and Don't Touch My Frog dies to the spy. Raph once again showing that he is not just standing around, and he means business here.
I do believe Mint is... Oh, he's going to do the lift up. He's just going to build a sentry here, and... Oh, he's actually going to... No, he's just going to pack it up and move it. So he's going to looking to build on the third point here. Not going to be able to contest the roof. Has to... Yeah, the teleporter is gone as well. And Finland is starting to get some scary momentum at this point in time. They don't have too much of an Uber advantage, but they do have the positioning. Oh, but Ankaya takes down Napper, and that's a showstopper right there.
Definitely, and yeah, 3 people down for a defending team right now, not looking too bright for Sweden. They do not have that sentry up. It goes down right at this moment. Zoob, of course, doing some massive work, and yeah, Kisakala is about to have his 100%, while Frog is struggling to get his up. And yeah, looks like Sweden is being pushed back to the 3rd point. Zoob once again jumping on the rooftop, doing some massive damage to the combo, forcing him out of this little narrow corner. And there goes a very fast pop on the blue side, counter pop from red, and yeah, as Finland said, yeah, we can't really compete against defending team, and you know, we just need to kind of fall back and see what we can do about that situation. The unit is very low on health though, so anyone can actually kill him. No, he eats a sandwich. That's some heavy strategy right there. And yeah, nothing really happened, no one really died due to the Uber, but yeah, Finland is still going to push this. They do not stop, there's no brakes on this train. Trying to get as much ground as possible. Napper is finding Corv right now, almost one-on-one, get some nice pipes each of them. But no, the medic goes down though. Zabicide getting 2 kills behind enemy lines, and that gives Frog a lot of Uber.
Yeah, this actually gives Sweden a lot of elbow room to get properly in position here. They're looking to have a bit of a forward hold here, so I guess they're just going to soft hold this and just slowly back out of there. Because, you know, at this point in time, there's actually no way Zoob can successfully jump through this, like, tiny hallway kind of thing. As of yet, because of the roof there. So, yeah, oh, Uber coming in here. They're looking to extend their Uber lead. They need to get the medic, though, but I don't think that's going to happen. Pyro denial happening. So, oh, Zoob again. Did get don't touch my frog there, so never mind what I said. He just got the kill anyway. He's like, impossible? I'll show you impossible.
It's working out for Finland, though. I mean, Sweden had a really good idea just pushing in, but Frog, once again, is not... like, he's not able to stay alive with Zoob looking around. It's not definitely his fault. It's not even his team's fault, maybe a little bit, but it's just Zoob that just absolutely dominates the aerial area. It's very poetic. Just basically dominates the air, and he's not letting the other soldier on Kaya to do as much. And there goes the early pop. They could afford it. Is going on the sentry, just trying to take as much ground as possible. Nothing really can oppose them right now. There's goes a stab and a stab on the engineers. The medic trying to crossbow the heavy. The unit of 1 health barely survives the use of the crossbow. And yeah, Corb's trying to buy his team a little bit of time, spamming out the enemy team. And yeah, looks like Sweden is going to stabilize out of after this push here. Frog is still having this advantage over Kisakala, who died somewhere on the way in this push. You know, we can't really avoid that all the time. Sometimes it happens. And Napper, trying to do some work out of the window, gets down from a Corv's stickies. It's not good for attacking team in Finland here.
This is interesting. Toba is running level 3s here, so we might see some forward level 3s here in just a moment with the next Uber coming in. However, don't touch my Frog has that 100% Uber. So let's see what he decides to do with that. Still a very forward, aggressive hold around the cart, like they just really don't want to give up any ground. Here comes Zoob. 1 rocket, 2 rocket. Doesn't get the force. Because apparently like he's on the relaxive medicine right now, the medic, so he's not as nervous as he used to be. But yeah, that would have been a force. If he had just slightly better positioning. And there we go, Uber gets kind of popped, but not forced.
Yeah, just Finland decided to be really aggressive with this dry push without the Uber, and actually worked out for them since they got a few kills out of this, and they still have the advantage. Kisakala was a 98% when he dies. Never mind though, Finland's still pushing in. They don't want to stop right now. They have 3 people up, trying to get as much work done as possible. The unit is still up. Frog is still up, not really doing Uber as he's trying to keep his heavy alive with the arrows. Very valiant, and of course there is a sniper Inso doing a lot of work. Dice all in the meantime though, which is, you know, nothing really they can avoid as a sniper, but it's not, gonna definitely hinder the Reds' defense here. And that's a word, of course. Yeah, but yeah, Frog is nearing his Uber. He's trying to catch up with him. There's only 50 seconds to go, and looks like, yeah, his medic's being really spammed out by the Devilman Corv. Zebasai goes down. Wildjack
here with the kill on Zoob and the kill on Lieutenant Hepa Josip Pinkus or something, whatever. take him down. That's a really showstopper there. 33 seconds on the clock. The enemy team has a full Uber, and this is starting to look like Sweden's game. Like, Finland is hurting, and they really need to put up the pressure. Sniper actually jumps in front of the sentry and tries to do what Max did, but he can't because Max didn't actually jump in front of a level 3 sentry at that time. But yeah, carts moving forward. Here they are coming in. This is like the last push. Is it possible to push it all the way? Not when your heavy gets stabbed. Nope, that I do not believe that is possible. Yeah, and they have Uber on the cart. Yeah, this is pretty much Sweden's map at this point. Very well played, and we are gonna go to a third map.
Oh man, it's like USA and England all over again. It's just like both teams are quite equally matched. It's just one of the teams is just better on certain maps than the other, and you know, we're heading to Steel, so basically everything can happen. I really do not know who's gonna take it. I mean, before the cast or before the whole match, I was thinking that Sweden is gonna have it in the bag since they have really good players, but it looks like Finland does not wanna, you know, just stop. Just wanna really want to have the shot at the finals, and if they knock out Sweden, it's gonna be quite huge for them, as they weren't really, you know, meant to be in the finals.
Not meant to be in the finals?
I mean, they weren't.
What does that mean, Jake?
Okay, I'll explain myself. On ETF2L, there is a thread with sweeps and stakes, and of course the who's gonna take the first place. And among people like, among teams like Sweden and England and USA, there's also Poland mentioned a few times, but you know, it's just USA, Sweden, and England that's gonna be fighting for the first place. And as we all know,
and Norway. I just want to say Norway.
Well, it looks like, yeah, Norway and Finland are the actual underdogs of this year's Nations Cup. And yeah, well, we're gonna see how Norway defends or actually attacks, or both of those things, against England. And right now we're just seeing a very nice match between Finland and Sweden here. And it's basically anyone's match. I mean,
yeah. So if you're just tuning
Finland's
in, wondering what happened, Finland won Gravel Pit 2-0, and then Sweden won Badwater 2-0, and this is a best of 3 format. So now we're gonna go on to Steel, and whoever wins this moves on further onto the finals to face someone really good. Is essentially what they're gonna do, because it hasn't been decided yet. So this is for all the beans, you know. Not just some of the beans, but all of them. Pressure is on both teams. It's match point to both of them, if that's even a thing. There's no deuce, because this isn't tennis.
Yeah. It's a tie, because it's TF2 and any other actual game.
Good one. Anyway, yeah. We're gonna go into Steel here, and there's a lot of stuff that can happen on Steel. Like, cheesy first attack gets you a free round. If it only works once, and a lot of strategies you can do. There's a lot of deception involved, forcing your opponent's hand, tricking them into thinking you're doing something you're not, and forcing them like an allergy reaction, like overreacting to something. Like me, if I eat chicken, my body just says shut down all systems, redirect everything to not being able to breathe. You know, kind of like that. That's kind of like Steel. Like, do you have any allergies?
I have very weird allergies, but like those are the allergies to things that I don't have to stand near or eat. Yeah. So it's fine. Like
allergic to clouds.
Sulfur? I think I'm allergic to bad plays, but you know, seems like I'm fine today. So I guess we had good plays all around. I mean, Zook was definitely keeping
Jake and his allergies, some bad plays.
Allergies to bad plays. Well, you know, according to that logic, I should be sick all the time since I'm playing myself very badly. So.
Yeah, well, you brought it home.
But yeah, no, it's just allergy when I'm casting. You know, it's just I'm never sick when I'm casting, and I think it's working wonders. You only see good plays, especially out of Zook. I mean, Zook was doing so much work for Finland. It really has to be like he should. If Finland actually wins Nations Cup somehow. You should get all the mice that you get as a prize, just for how much work he does. Like, because you can win 9 mice.
Like the things like we give Zoob a lot of credit. We also got to give his enablers, like his team and their plays, enables him to do what he does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like You know, when you pass somebody the ball and they scored because you gave them the pass perfectly. The guy who gets the credit is the guy who put it in the goal, not the guy who laid out the perfect pass. You know, so gotta give some credit.
It's just like you have footballers that play very well in some like teams, like league teams, and people are saying, "Oh my God, this guy is so good," and then they play for the national team, and all of a sudden they're just not doing as well. And people say, "Why is he so shit in the national team? What's going on with that footballer?" And the reason is simple: because one guy cannot play for the entire team. Like, he can be good, but he will not do as much without a team that can support him when he does his stuff. And that's what Zoop does. He's like the MVP, the 10. You know, the guy with the 10 on his back for the football. If people actually know what's going on in football, or aka soccer, which is the entirely wrong way to call it in America.
We have a very good way of doing it here in Norway. We have football, and then you have American football.
Exactly, or the handbag, that's what I call it. That's just logical. I mean, it's a handbag.
Yeah.
Kind of an egg. You hold it in the hand. You rarely kick it, and they call it football. I mean, there's I guess some logic, but not as much as in a game that you actually kick the ball all the time with your feet. Now, yeah, let's go back to the TF2, which is an entirely different game, even though it's also based on team play and strategy and managing and stuff, and skill and well-being and morale and a lot of stuff like that. It's just, we should probably talk about that more than football.
Also, ragdolls can fly through the windows. I just learned. So we're just waiting for people to get ready. I'm not entirely sure what they're waiting on. Maybe like somebody is having heavy strategizing going on. Because there's a lot you can do here, like, but it's very much reliant on, the passes, like enabling people to do stuff. You can, like, for engineers, there's so much stuff you can do, and I definitely think we'll see him meant to do something really out of the ordinary, because like we've seen before, he's been changing the meta, maybe being in Japan, maybe he, like, gone to, like, some engineer shrine, like some ancient engineer shrine, like, really far away, and he's been like, oh, you've been studying the martial arts and the ancient arts of engineering in Japan. Been talking to Sony. And what is a big manufacturer of boats in Japan? I don't know. It's just
I don't know.
I usually know this stuff.
You went so far, I lost you, and I don't know
well,
where
basically,
you are
shrine,
right
Japan, honor, means good, and he has a funky hat that he got in Japan. No, wait. That's
you don't know if you got it. No, it's Polish hat, actually. It's like those valiant guys who fought for Poland. It's called, like, I don't remember how, but they were like, they were valiant, and that's all we know. Min is valiant. He's wearing a hat for valiant guys. So we'll see how they decide to defend. And yeah, Min is just deciding to go with the very aggressive sentry, which is actually not that aggressive. If you check the position on the slope, it's actually more hidden than showing, and I don't know if it's gonna block much incoming damage. I mean, the demo can still lob his sticks over, but it's definitely gonna block a lot of heavy damage or the soldier damage if there is something like that.
Yep. So usually what we see, kind of like the meta, is that you have somebody on A, like let's say a spy, that's just gonna spot and see who runs out of the spawn from the attacker. So of course now it's going to be Finland, Sweden in the red, Finland in the blue, and we're just going to see what's going on there. So already a scout running out, and what are they deciding to do? Kind of like similar to what they did in Graupit, just have the medic in the spawn. They have a scout here to just kind of delay, just buy time, because there's really, like, they don't really have a lot to do this early on this map.
It's just A point is really hard to hold, as there's not much room to you can actually hold it in, and that's why it's often abandoned by defending teams. That's what Sweden is doing, is just decide to just go full on defense on B and just abandon A, which is, a good thing to do. I mean, many teams do that, and it's absolutely reasonable. And looks like, just Finland decided to go through spawn and push through the corridor here, and his first kill goes on. I mean, actually, first kill on the B point goes on Jose, and then Nuber pop out of Frog. It looks like he was a little bit forced there by a soldier once again. Zoop just jumps in and gets the force. He just doesn't stop. The sentry goes down, and Min is working hard to keep it up. But yeah, Kisaka has 100% Uber, and he can just go in and any time. any moment.
Yeah, they have a full Uber. I mean, the gun got taken down, but if they wait too long, the gun is going to get to level 3 here. I don't think it's going to happen. It gets to level 2. It gets wrangled. Going to have to spend some time taking it out. Mint goes down, so this gun is going to fall. Yep, down it goes. And it looks like this is going to be some contesting done here by the attackers here. Corv goes down to a headshot from Rake. And they also brought their level 3 forward, so this is going to help shut down kind of any flying bombs or people coming around from the flank area. If that's even the case. The spy is back there, though. He could go and sap the gun. Is he going to do that, though? Because that will give away his location. I'm not sure if that's what he wants. And you can see they're also watching. They're watching the gun. Yeah, they saw him, you know, and he actually gets the engineer and is going to get the gun. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and Frog is slowly nearing his Uber up, but it's not as fast as Kisakella is. So he popped a lot later, and he still has about the same as his counterpart. But yeah, we're gonna see a nice encounter on C point right now, as both teams are going to fight for the point. There's a lot of points capped in succession for Finland. It's only under 2 minutes actually for capping 2 points. That's a lot, and C point is already over halfway done. Superpop and shared quite heavily on the Finland part, and looks like Sweden is gonna come out. No, not really. As the unit going down to the scout, Santu is doing some serious work there. And not many people to heal on the C point, getting jumped by Zoop once again. He's doing some serious damage to Pyro, just trying to save his medic from the spy and soldier at the same time. It's not enough, and Sandy just going out without his medic.
And nobody well, the red are still defending, but nearly everybody died on this point. That was an amazing exchange there. And but like blue team, they have a shorter response. Already Sebasai is up here. Sorry, that was the wrong scout. Sebasai is here doing some work on Rake here. Lieutenant Hepa Santu is actually here capping, and he's going to be running into Core fairly shortly and gets forced off the point there.
Yeah, C point is still Reds, but it's not going to be a long situation since Finland is working hard to get it capped, and there it goes. That means those little ledges are going to extend towards the E point, and it's going to be available for other classes to go and cap. And, you know, only 3 minutes and 18 seconds to cap A, B, and C, and being so dominant in those pushes is definitely something that works in the favor of Finland. Sweden trying to get a hold of the lobby, since, you know, holding in the lobby as a red team is always a nice thing to do. Losing a few players in the exchange there. I'm not sure what
I'm not really going to comment on what I saw, but the blue heavy went down, literally. And they're now on the points. Oh, and Mint here is a problem. Gets taken out. Sebasai as well. So they're looking to contest this, but it seems like Finland's way of attacking and approaching this is really, really good. Zub going down to Sticky from Core there, having taken a lot of damage himself. Like, the bridges are extending, and now if they put a teleporter up on the side that currently Sweden is occupying, they would be in a good shape. This is going to be pretty tough, because they know, like, if the teleporter goes up here, it's going to be much harder to defend, because it's a lot easier to defend from this area.
Yeah, it looks like Sweden has managed to get a grip on this hole, losing a few players in the lobby. That's not too bad, though, since Neon is just walking out and is holding this entire area with Corv as his teammate, of course, being healed by their medic. So if the entire combo is in the lobby, they basically can hold it indefinitely. And if Finland wants to push, they need to think of something clever. Looks like they're gonna have the Frog's gonna have 100% Uber, and Finland is not gonna wait, just going in. There goes a stab on medic with the full Uber.
Some nice connecting pipes here from Napper as well. It's only a Sendiary up here, and what are they gonna do? Oh, they're looking to cap D here to shut off the spawn doors and just really secure that E point. Because there really isn't all that much left defending E at the moment, so it's kind of like a really safe way of just maintaining your lead. Because it's Inso that took down the... Okay, Inso is actually in a really good spot, never mind. He's kind of stuck there now. He has to commit to this, and the heavy is basically a rock at this point. He can just run up and punch him. Oh, gets the force on the medic, and he just hides in the corner, and then Lunan Hepa Yosef Pinksuli comes and takes him out.
Yeah,
and then Zub kills Don't Touch My Frog.
Again, it's just, I want to be rude to Frog. It's not his fault in most cases, but it's just he does not have a good life here with Zoop and the other team. It's just all the time getting killed. It's, I feel him. I really do feel him right now. And looks like Finland's gonna have a hold of this. They really do have their positions, but they do not have the capping power they need to go and finalize that round. Yeah, looks like Hota is just gonna walk on the point with the medic just kind of roaming around. Kisakala is being really open to the heavy, and the unit kind of lost, didn't know where he is, and got killed by Napper. There's a few respawns coming out of Sweden right now. I don't know if there's gonna be enough though, since Frog doesn't have enough people to heal.
Oh, actually the heavy runs out of ammo on the point. He's gonna go and punch somebody. With the Fist is still gonna go in and bother the sniper here. Oh, sees the spy, one punch. Takes out the spy. He's gonna grab the ammo, is he? Oh no, he gets taken out. Valiant effort though.
Frog is 100% Uber, or actually it's a crit screen. No, quick fix coming out of Frog. He knows that he needs to stay alive as well as his team, and with the quick fix he cannot be pushed up the point, and he just walks in. He knows that the demo is not enough to actually kill him and the heavy. Killing off majority, actually the Finland killing off majority of Swedish team. I don't know what's going on here, but Napper is causing some serious pain in Sweden's side. I know Neon is just taking so much damage. He's still being healed by the medic, but the medic is all by himself now. And Frog dies. Some respawns coming out of Sweden, trying to throw as many people as possible. Finland's not being too aggressive here, not capitalizing on that push 4 times on the cap. While
nice work there by Korv
is
there before he gets taken out. He did some stickies from below there. Scout coming in, gonna do some hero work, just stalling for time at this point. Not a whole lot. Hero soldier play maybe. 1 rocket, 2 rocket. Doesn't get the 3rd one. Falls a bit. Hero pyro action blasts everybody off the point, and we have a pause.
I think it's in the future, so I'm pretty sure that Finland managed to finish off the cap. I don't know though.
I don't know, Lieutenant Heppa Josepinkurea, are you familiar with the spot? I think this is your spot. I feel like the Ascendary could actually air blasted them off a bit more. I definitely felt like he could have gotten Toba as well. So, and now we have a pause.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, Finland could have taken it a lot faster, but the problem was that they weren't really pushing people into the point. They had everything else covered. They had the lobby covered. They had the despawn covered, but they did not have the E point covered as they should. So there was like actually no capping. Like they had everything else, just no capping power, and that's why they were like stalling for no reason. Finally, they decided just walk on the point and basically cap it.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we can look at some points. Take a look at that. It's not too far apart, except Rake isn't doing as well as Inso. But yeah, oh, still haven't seen any Huntsman snipers on defense. That's like my thing. I've seen a couple of times, used to really great effect. But few people wants to be my champion in that regard, because they're very much content with their rifle. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there goes the unpause. I got notified by one of the players that there's a player that timed out in the future, so we'll see in 90 minutes who actually timed out for the team. And yep, there goes the cap. Finland caps. I don't know how much they took them because my HUD is a little bit broken.
8:09 is the time.
8:09. That's a good time for defenders, in my opinion. I mean, like the time on the steel can vary a lot, especially if people decide to go straight E-push and succeed, or just go A, B, C, D and get stalled by the defending team a lot, since every single point just extends the timer by like 5 or 6 minutes. But yeah, I guess 8 minutes is not too bad. It could be better, but it's not as awful as sometimes it was before.
Yep, so let's take a look and see what Toba is doing. He's got the new unlocks coming in the end of the line update. He got the ice skates. Just moving around, which is like a result of the pause happening. So look, he's gonna go and But the sentry, oh, it's a lot further forward than what Mint had, but it's in semi the same spot, so let's take a look and see how they decide to engage it. They run a scout in and a spy in on B here, and Sweden decides to go and try and contest. Not that much resistance on A coming out of Finland. They're just, I'm not even sure why they're here. Yeah, they back off immediately, so
yeah,
here actually on mini sentries, so he's not going to do any kind of shenanigans, bring your level 3 to the E point kind of thing, so maybe they will do a vitamin push like the other team did.
I just kind of feel like gonna go E point straight away, and I don't know if they're gonna succeed, but I don't see many players defending E point. There's only a scout and just Santu. He saw the entire enemy force coming out there, and
this is the
they know.
Important part where they see all of this happening, and now they have to make a response. And this is where like the strategy and stuff come. Like, how many do you send? And they've sent their combo over away from B, and we're looking to have some kind of an engagement here. And Pyros here are very dangerous. Oh, but they lose the unit here as the Uber was popped. But then a nice headshot from Inso takes down the other heavy as well. So neither team without a heavy at this point. However, Kisakawa has that Uber. But in the meantime, the distraction play is coming in here. Not entirely sure what happened to the sentry. But they did almost get B there. So that was a nice distraction play going on there.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, they just decided to go E, distract them as much as possible. And they almost kept B in the meantime, so I don't know if they're gonna hold this, but Kisakella has 100% Uber, so everything can happen unless, you know,
there's... The spy is really close. Oh, he ran into him. Oh, how did... Okay, he does get taken out immediately. I was gonna wonder why they didn't do anything with him. Gun is only level 1. Scout is behind enemy lines. And
there's a pop as well, and Frog is just juking all the sticks that he possibly could, and didn't take any damage in that exchange here, and poor Napper dies, so I was gonna give the attacking team a lot of breathing room as it comes to spam. Sentry goes down eventually, and yeah, it looks like Swedish team is about to push in onto B a little longer than Finland did, but it's fine as long as you just cap E point under 5 minutes 55 seconds.
Yeah. And also, Ondkaya is running the pain train, which I think is a very nice choice. You gotta want as much capture time as possible. I think he's Core running the pain train as well. He is not. He's running the Conscientious Objector. Oh, but that was almost a stab. I saw, but the spy went down because he got spotted.
Almost is not a stab. And there's a scout Zebasai on the E point right now, getting arrows from his medic. A headshot by Enzo and Rake, which is gonna also delay Red's defense here. Finland is kind of crumbling, losing players left and right, and both teams actually have Ubers. So I don't know who's gonna pop first. It looks like Finland is gonna be really aggressive in this connector area and popping straight in. And it was a counter pop from Sweden, losing
nice
their
body blocking here by the Swedish soldier on Kaya there. Both heavies going down for both teams there. Except on Kaya went down as well. But look at this cap time sneaking up on E here. It's going to force the defenders to spend a lot more resources, send a lot more guys to the E point to defend that, and that's going to leave the C point more open. And people do. Oh, nice backstab here. Only 4 people up for the defenders now. Kisakala going down, scratch that. It's 3 people up, and a huge respawn wave. It's going to hit fairly soon, and now is the time for Sweden to move and get some proper footing here.
Yeah, only 2 people up for defenders and 5 seconds to go to respawn. There's even Pyron helping the scout to cap the point as fast as possible. 3 timer on that also is a timer on C just in case something goes wrong on the E point. But it doesn't look likely as Enzo is just watching the spawn area right now. There's so many people coming out of red, but they're getting spammed out by
Having a pyro on this point is just
and there goes the cap.
So good.
There goes the cap. Very, very, very quick cap in 3 or 4 minutes actually, which is a very, very decent time for Steel. And the first round goes to Sweden, so Finland wants to win this and have a shot at finals next week. They will have to win Steel twice.
Yep, so there you go.
Actually, I just want to say that there's currently 461 people watching us on the live stream. So it's a nice number. We didn't quite break the record from 2 days ago, where in USA fought England, but it's very close to it.
Yeah. So it looks like one guy is Onkaya is in spectators, so we will be getting on with maybe the final round. or maybe the almost final round here. Sweden seem to definitely have like the attacking aspect in order. They definitely seem to know how to crack the Finnish defense there and kind of force them around, because like this E-point cap can really just sneak up on you if you let that scout go. So you think like, oh, it's only a scout, and then you send somebody to deal with him, but the guy that was supposed to deal with him didn't even make it that far. And that happens a couple of times, and suddenly there's a lot of cap going on. It's gonna be hard to deal with.
There's a lot of cap going on. You got any more of that cap going on?
I heard you guys need some more cap. Got
Yeah,
Pain Train. Pain Train helps out with that cap, you know?
I'm moving this.
Man, dude, come on with the cap, man. Pass the cap, man. Okay, I think we kind of exhausted the joke. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's just both teams actually looked strong, but Sweden had this final, final push that they needed. This final stretch on the last point, and the point was already capped to the point where defenders really couldn't do much against it, even though they just thrown everyone at the point itself. This is really uncomfortable sometimes when you're defending E point on steel and is already halfway done, and then you need to decide whether to just abandon all other points and just focus on E point, or kind of split your forces. And at the same time, you need to watch out for people supporting people who cap on the E. So it's even more you need to worry about. So that's why you should really rehearse every single scenario that can happen on steel, because we all know that.
Yeah.
Very strategy-oriented map. And there you go. We start once again, and looks like Sweden's gonna defend once. No, Finland is gonna defend once again, and Sweden is gonna attack.
Yeah, pretty much what we saw before. Like, Finland, they won first, and then they lost to Sweden, and then now they lost to Sweden again. So Sweden is currently on, like, a winning streak. And it's very easy to, like, keep having that winning streak, so, like, it's definitely weighted against Finland at this point. Like, they're definitely feeling it. Like, a lot of pressure coming out from Sweden, and they've just got to do something really smart to deal with this. Work on their defense, and I think it's all about, reacting and not overreacting. Like you can see something happen, you just send the right amount of people to do that, because like when they did the E fake push, I guess they almost lost B. They should have kept somebody behind.
Then again, how do you know? How can you estimate?
You
guess.
How
can you estimate?
You guess.
How many people you should devote to defending one point, and just like
if you're good at estimating woodchucks and wood, you can do this.
Well, okay, I
that
don't know
was
if there's
a bit
logic
deep.
in that.
That's a deep
Yeah.
one. So, let's see what goes on in the first. They're just gonna go and cap A first. Yep, that's what they're gonna do. Toba here defending.
There's no real defense going on for from Finland here, because A point is really hard to hold, even on pubs. It just always gets capped first, and yeah, looks like Sweden's gonna go back through spawn, leaves the heavy classes, and just try to push B instead of going through E, which can be smart. It's kind of differentiating, making different strategies than the first round. An early pop coming out of Sweden here, counter pop from Finland, sharing heavily as they know they have enough time to actually go. And there is a nice pipe going on from Napper, killing Don't Touch My Frog, and Zoop finishing on the Yunan. So that's the combo class is down for the attackers.
Now we got like a cheeky back cap going on here by Sibasai, and now they just gotta send some people. Rav makes short work of that, takes him out, and now it's only a Sendiary left here, and he kind of has to decide is he gonna stay or not. He has a mini sentry helping him, and that thing's gonna be annoying until Zoop kills it. But yeah, like they forced something, and now they can maybe take an advantage of this, because they do have quite the Uber advantage, losing. Oh, never mind, Yunan killing Kisakala there. So now they actually have an advantage.
Yeah, that wasn't just in the unit. It was on the guy who dealt enough damage for the unit just sniped the medic.
Oh, look at this cheeky play! Sniper and scout on the point, I believe was that. Yeah, Sebasai's on the point, and they got Inso watching the spawn doors. But now also Rake's out there. He has a full overheal as well. So this is gonna be. Oh, Rake takes down Inso and puts a stop to that cheeky little play there.
Yeah, like on E point, there's no better place to stand than the D spawn, because like the red team is not spawning through that door yet, so you can basically stand there unattacked, and just keep sniping away at the door, which is a good way to go to the E point. And there goes the Uber pop out of the blue team. The Frog is just going on, gets a nice Uber still on display that keeps him still in the game as it comes to Ubers. While Kisakala is slowly getting his up. 3 people down for the defending team though. So I don't know how it's gonna end. The B point is getting capped quite fast, and the E's capped in some way, as always, dangerous for the defending team because they don't know if it's enough to push E point for the attacking team.
Could actually be in a pretty bad spot here. This is some interesting sentry spots here by Toba. But yeah, I guess it could work. It's really unusual. We've seen some changes and some creative engineer play, and we've seen it work quite well as well. So that could definitely be something to wager in this defense here for them. And yeah,
it looks like
Incendiary sees it and he's like, yeah, can't kill that.
And Finland,
maybe Enzo can
give a C point away to Sweden for free, basically. They're not even contesting that. They're just making sure that they can hold D with that Uber, and that allows the medic Frog to just get his Uber up and just go in and try to do something with it. Is it the unit turn around in the wrong time at the wrong place? And that's the force out of the medic Napper. He's still doing some pain, and there goes Frog flying away on the D point. There's nice defense going by Finland. It's kind of uncoordinated by Sweden, this push. Switch just in the unit, and the medic is not enough to do anything on the D point when there's entire enemy team just holding this point.
Yeah, Kisakala has 100% Uber as well. So they're looking pretty good right now. They're looking a bit more fortified than they did in the first round. Oh, but Napper goes down to Corv here. Corvs needs to stay alive, though. He's so aggressive, Demo, that, like, oh, he's running out some nice sticks. Oh, the medic is disconnected from the rest of her team.
Trying to save himself. He has no one to Uber on. Just basically the entire Uber is spent on himself. He's low on the health. He gets one higher rocket on him. Survives on low health. Is just like under temp. He has a 7 from his heavy. Still being spawn capped by the Demo man. He knows. The Corv knows that they're stuck and they can't really run away. Takes full advantage of that. There's no combo for the red team. Only 5 people up. 4 make it 4, and Frog is about to get his Uber. No, not anymore. Zoop is making sure that he's dead, but this only ranked the sniper up for the defending team, and if Sweden takes it right now, they should actually, because there's like no one to defend the E point. Everyone's just dying. Blue team is just taking full advantage of
Lieutenant Hepayos Pixely needs to get a good solid 9k. Nope. He got 0 because Enzo shot him in the head, and then he shot the scout in the head, and then he's trying to shoot the. Gets the Napper as well.
Oh my god!
Nice little kill streak there. 5:06. That's a pretty good time. That's close to a cheese time.
It's very close, and if Finland wants to actually stay in this, because they need to win 2 rounds in a succession, they need to just go balls to the wall, and Sweden knows that. And if you know that the other team has no other choice than just go E straight in almost, they would just put their the hardest defense on E point and make sure that no one can cap it. And Finland will try to keep suiciding and suiciding. We've seen that before. We've seen how it goes. And like, if Finland wants to be in the tournament, they need to keep it cool if they want to actually do anything. Because 5 minutes is a very good time. It's hard to beat. And
we might see some change out of the Swedish defense here, though, because like right now they can just, their goal could be to just waste their opponent's time. So actually putting up some sort of defense and some commitment on A just to delay the A push and maybe dying in the process could actually work. Because we're at that stage of the game right now where kind of Finland is starting to get desperate here because they've lost so many rounds in a row to Sweden here. So they're going to go and, not going to bring their medic. Spy sees everything, while Jack, he's the all-seeing eye for his team.
And Finland is being very aggressive. I don't know if you see this, but on A point there's so many blue people actually building their sentry up. The sentry is being harassed by the spy, but still being built up, and no one helping out the engineer. Finally, the spy goes down, and Angie is on 4 HP. Toba barely managed to get it out alive.
Yeah, so this is could be a prelude to some cheeky stuff, but Untkaya here with the scout has this under control, and it's actually going to be able to see who's there. Yeah, gets a nice couple of rockets. Well, oh, nice bonk, reflect the Nile there. Don't think I've ever seen that in my days. That is something to behold. And they got, look at this. Inso is watching as well. Gets the scout, and now he's going to say to everybody, there's a sniper there, watch out. But in the meantime, stuff is happening over at B. That is mainly Sweden holding B. That's basically what happened. think they lost the gun.
Still enough. I mean, they popped the Uber, and because the guy has 100%, it's basically what happened last.
No, they did not lose the gun. It is just being replaced.
Oh, okay. Well, still, because the guy has 100% Uber, it's not gonna be placed much longer if they decide to go in right now. And that's what they're doing. They go with the demo, only solo demo push. There's Asane trying to keep him away. The dispenser and the sentry go down, despite Asane's attempts to keep it alive. Frog is getting jumped by Zoom once again, but didn't quite manage to finish up the job, and he was just running away. He was just last line of defense from enemies to kill the medic. Frog managed to get out with his heavy.
Oh, so many dead for Sweden now. This could be bad. This could be like the comeback for Finland here. They really got to make the most of this. Let's see, Ascendiary, and he sees the spy, catches him off guard, and kills him. Down in the pit he goes, on fire.
It doesn't look too bright for Sweden here. They get some respawns out, but the majority of Finland's team is just holding on the last point. And I don't know, but they have all the heals they need. They have the positioning, and all Sweden needs now is a solid hold here. Frog is already on 70 HP to make sure that he's not high. He's not high on health. And the 5 up for red team is just getting the respawn. Scorf is getting back up. That's always nice to see. And Kisaka's on the full Uber advantage, pushing with the heavy. Maybe they'll try to cut the enemy team off. And look at this! Look at this cheeky threat. They know, they saw that there's Uber coming out, and Frog is getting out of the situation. He knows that he's gonna die if he doesn't. And points still being at least trying to be capped. Finland knows that need to go in. There's a heavy v heavy fight. One of the heavy wins. I mean, the one with the 14 HP, of course. Not for long, though.
Claimed a couple of players there, I believe, but they're still, they're fortifying this position. They're looking to cap this, and this could be very close. It's a very dangerous position because if they do knock off the classes that are able to cap this, the cap's going to go backwards. They're not going to be able to, cap. But Zub has ×2, and it's only the Pyro Ascendiary here, and oh, nice work there by Mint. He goes in and takes him out, and well, they do have the Scout. Oh, some cheeky. Oh, look at the Napper. Jesus, clean up around the spawn there. Napper holding it down like a boss there. 3 versus 1, no problem. He got sticky bombs, and gets on Kaya for good measure as well. Nobody's on the point there. Yeah, he goes on the point and decides, well, I have to kill everybody and cap as well, but minigun from the Yuden is good, but headshots from Rake is better. Scout coming in or trying to stop. There's not a lot to stop this cap from going down here. Oh, and they get it. Finland not out of it yet. And man, you know what that means? This is really for all the beans. It's down to the wire. Either team could take it.
This is it. Oh man, it's a lot closer than I expected. I really did think that Sweden is just gonna have it. But no, Finland is just very well prepared. They have the classes, they have the skill, and they have the momentum. They have everything they need to fight Sweden, and they showed in the last round when the time was really good for Sweden, but Finland just decided as once again it goes balls to the wall, just go for last and manage to cap it in time. So, well, yeah, this is the last round, and we'll see which team gets knocked out of this tournament, which team goes to finals. And we'll have a chance to play against either Norway or England.
It's gonna be Norway. Calling it.
Yeah.
I was having enough people calling me out wrong, but that's okay. Anyway, I just gotta say, that was some phenomenal work there by Napper. Proper positioning, excellent execution, and just really good game sense there. And, he was in a spot where they didn't think he would be, so they didn't check. And he waited enough, and then he got the kills when it mattered, and all that stuff. And we are going into the final of the final round here. Finland beating Sweden on Gravel Pit, losing to Sweden on Badwater, losing a round, now taking a round. It's the golden point. So Sweden has to set the time that Finland is going to beat. Finland beats it, they win. If not, Sweden wins.
So, yeah, Sweden decided to go once again to just start first, to set the hard time for Finland to beat, and, just work from there. Once again, we just see Toba building up his level 3 on the standard spot, a bit more exposed as opposed to mid spot, but it's fine because he can always just zap it back and just place it in a good spot. where it's safe from spam and all the environmental hazards as sticks and rockets and stuff.
And now actually Napper and the Sniper is actually at A here, so this is some new cheeky strats. I don't think they... Well, they have seen the Sniper now. Scout eats a bonk here and takes a headshot, but he misses because he's really energetic, and the Sniper is going to get out of there. We have Napper here as well. And just looking to... Oh, premature detonation doesn't actually get anything with that. And the Heavy is here as well, and they're looking to contest A here for a bit and slow down the cap here. They do lose their Heavy, but they did kill the NG, so that means no more like sneaky buildings for a little bit. But they can afford to lose the players here.
Yeah.
Or can they? What happened to the gun?
There's a nice split push going on. I was kind of focused on A point with you, and we completely missed out a push on B point coming out of a Swedish team. Nicely done, well timed, and there's only Papyra to Uber, which is always not what you want to do if you are planning to get some kills here. Even being very aggressive, getting one kill on the Heavy, gets down eventually by Napper, who has proven himself to be worthy of this map. There's only Frog trying to save himself, save his 23%, possibly help his teammates. There's no sentry, no sentry level 3 coming up right now, so this split push was good for the first time, but it's still hard to cap B, and already timer going on E point. It was
yeah. But there's not going to be too much the right class here. Because of course, Lieutenant Heppa goes Pigurusi was just bringing out the minigun and doing the damage he needed and killing 2 spies, apparently, because that's how the dead ringer works. So yeah, that didn't work, but I think that gave them like the slight edge they needed to get the B point. Because it did force, well, Uber coming in here with Napper. Oh, he has the Caber out. Oh, he gets taken out by owned Kaya. Zub in the air, takes out the Sniper, and then he dies. So, trading a bit here. It looks like Sweden is coming better off out of this trade. Kisakala goes down very late. That's exactly what they wanted. And are they going to do a vitamin push, or are they going to go for like early E-cap? That is like the question, because this is the final rounds. This is for all the beans, and they are looking to fortify the E point, similar to what Finland did. And they have the demo here as well. It's going to put out some nice stickies. Snapper is by himself, gets taken out by a rocket. That's going to hurt him, and they've already stick it off to this resupply door, so they have to go around D. And they're also capping C. There's just a spy there, just forcing players to go to C to deal with that.
That is perfect coordination coming out of Swedish team. They know that it's all or nothing, so they have perfect positioning. They have everyone they need. They're capping 2 points at the same time. There's even Pyro helping on the point, but there's the unit. No, it's actually Jose with his team trying to defend it. E point almost caps Corv only by himself right now in the window area where the health packs are. There's a sentry. He's basically all by himself here, and trying to do something out of this. He's running away right now, and yeah, it looks like Red Team, Finland's team, is getting a small grip of what's going on, but Sweden were dangerously close to winning this round in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that would basically guarantee them a win, because that's a cheese. Oh, but Niyunin goes down. Don't touch my frog. Has a full Uber, but nobody to spend it on. What does he do? Well, there's not a whole lot he could do except go for the Uber distraction plays, followed by Onkaya. It doesn't really do that. So now, like, what does Sweden do? Do they try to continue pushing E? Because the Finnish defense here is pretty darn good.
Yeah, well, Swedish, I mean Finnish,
yeah.
Not Swedish. It's Swinland or Finland, no. Finnish. No, it doesn't make sense. It's just both teams. Yeah, I just don't even know.
You know what I meant.
I don't know what you meant, and you know what I meant. But yeah, Sweden is just using this advantage that Finnish team gave them with this quick fix and the E-hole and trying to cap C. Some people dying for Finnish team though. Corv and Mint are the casualties, and Frog is still building his Uber up, but there is a nice bomb coming out on the Kaya, killing 2 people, and one of them was the medic. As Napper once again trying to defend his team and the point. As the medic stranded, Zub takes care of him, and the C push wasn't as successful as Sweden thought it would be. Finland managed to rotate quite fast and basically kill them off before they capped the point.
Yeah. Respawn wave coming in for Sweden now. Finnish defense is holding somewhat. They haven't lost C yet, and now Sweden is going to rethink their strategy. Like, what do they do? think they're gonna, like a wise choice at this point, would try and kind of give up E at this point because there's so much red on the other side. So yeah, going for C, that's nice. Let's see if that's gonna trigger any kind of response out of... Oh, nice! A bushwhacker Jakeowaty there, taking out the scout from Finland there.
Yeah, but there's only mini sentry on the E point for the attacking team. They just managed to get a full advantage of the C point right now. They're capping it while we're speaking, and the D point is basically open for attackers. Not quite though, as a sniper and a demo man making sure that no one gets through. A stab on the heavy by Viljak is going to hinder the defenders a little bit, since Kisakal is also on the quick fix. Gonna get a force out by it was a force by the scout on Kisakala.
Look at Rake. Oh, gets the drop! Oh, don't touch my frog. He was just behind him and he was standing in the hallway there. The stars were just aligning, and then all they did was pull the trigger. That was an excellent shot there. But they are capping the point though, but however they lost their huge Uber advantage. That was really unfortunate for Sweden and really fortunate for Finland.
Yeah, the E-point is currently being capped. Kisakala is slowly getting his quick fix up. He knows that, he needs to kind of risk and, throw the dice on his quick fix strat, and we'll see how it goes. But right now, Finland has a nice grip of the lobby area. They pop the quick fix just to be sure that no one's die. No one dies, not no one's die. Well, it's in English, it's a hard language. And yeah, they still holding this quite convincingly. As some people dying, those
stab there by Wildjack. Yeah, that was some excellent stabs there. I think they can soft push this. They kind of have to if they want to set a good time. Because it seems like the Finnish defense here has kind of been a bit too strong for Sweden here. They seem to be a bit scattered. Doesn't really seem what to focus on.
Yeah, they kind of scattered. They had an idea how to push to C, but once Finland actually stopped them, they kind of lost the idea of what they're doing, and right now they kind of scrambled around as both quick fix have been popped. I mean, both men just know that it just doesn't matter at this point. There's a spy Raf just kind of trying to get the medic. Is he gonna get down? Victor's right at the last second. Just faces his face towards him. Still Viljak getting the heavy. No Jose for the defending team. Only 4 people up for Finland. The entire Swedish team is up, and both points are being kept at the same time, which is always a good thing to do. Because the enemy team, as you said before, is not sure whether they should just defend E or go split.
It's either go to D and lose or go to E and lose. It's kind of like the choice they have. Lose the round, that is, because like this is going to be pretty hard to stop. They got like this momentum going. Oh, but never mind, Napper falls in the pit, but he did get some work done. And then we have the Finnish heavy coming in here, going to do some cleanup work, and it looks like they were able to defend this. Wow, that was a really good defense there. Did not think they were going to hold that with that much cap time on both D and E. Very nice responses there.
Yeah, it was a nice response for the time, as there's only 3 people left. Make it 2 for Finland, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna be the last stretch for Sweden, as they're just gonna stack people on the point with a quick fix and just basically heal up. Make sure that it gets capped. There's still a scout trying to delay it.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of delaying this last cap here. Like I really thought they weren't gonna make it, but they bought themselves a substantial amount of time here. So now this is the time Finland has to beat. All eyes are on Finland and Sweden, but especially Finland because they're the ones attacking.
Pretty much. I mean, it's a good time for Finland actually. 8 minutes and 15 seconds. If they properly rehearse this map, or I often say that, oh my god, this team looks like they rehearsed the map. Wow, they seem very like strategically prepared. And then someone from that team, from that nation, just hits me up on Steam and says, we did not prepare at all. We just played, and it's like, yeah, okay, well, at least I make myself look smart.
Yeah, one thing I want to get some focus on is that like. You have players that are good, and then you have players that make your other players on your team good. Like, you play each other good, like you play in a certain way that allows your teammates to be good, and them in return makes you good. So this is really that on this map. Like, you have to really capitalize on classes' strengths and weaknesses to really play their best, and that's what this is all about. So let's see here. Finland moving up, Rake going down to a headshot from Enzo.
Like two kinds of news for all of us. There's good news and bad news. Good news is the map is over in 8 minutes. Bad news is the map is over in 8 minutes. So
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know, it's a good, interesting match to watch. I mean, both teams were really toe-to-toe, and at the same time, it's been like over 2 hours of the game. It's USA and England, and once again, it's just long, and it shows how much both teams are just equally matched.
They're pretty darn even. Taking a map each and then taking a round each. Oh, but the gun goes down. Mint's gun is gone. What does he decide to do? Does he build here or does he build somewhere else? He is looking to build here. Could be a mistake. Bomb coming in. Zoop. Oh, gets the force. Excellent execution there. And now Kisakala has a full Uber to use at their leisure. But oh, Wildjack is in the hall. Could this be another drop? I really doubt it, because it's really crowded. But you never know. It's Kisako. And he's going for... Oh, gets spotted immediately by Nippon, Kalin, Maritana, which is Muki.
Yeah, and there goes the pop out of the Kisakala on the demo. Solo Uber is the longest. Now he decides to share it with the heavy. As the sentry spawns just some damage, but it's not enough to stop this depth drain coming. This Corp trying to fend them off as long as possible. And even himself, he cannot do it on his own there. Many people dead for the defending teams, and Finland's taking full advantage of this. They're gonna spawn camp a little bit, make sure that their team secures the cap and pushes onwards to the C or the E point. It's entirely up to them.
Yeah, so what did they decide to do? We got the spy in a very peculiar spot here. I wonder if he's gonna be able to get anything. Well, the spawns are gonna change. And boop, there they go, moved over to C there, and the spy moves as well, so nobody's gonna go out there. No, it's pretty much a death trap. Just waiting for the magic teleports of spawns to happen.
Yeah. And Frog has 100% Uber. What we've known that is not gonna be a case if Zoop is around. It goes a force, close force by the heavy. You know, the Uber is being shared by among many players, and looks like Frog is gonna go down to Jose, doing a lot of work. Now as the unit kind of retaliates.
Oh, this is starting to look scary. It's a lot of cap time on E here. They do get the, Zoob's still alive, and he has that black box gonna allow him to stay alive for such much longer. Oh, serves to victory.
Only two up for Sweden, many up for Finland. E-point is halfway done, so if Finland actually want to capitalize on that, they should really stock people on the E-point right now. They have 5 minutes to go, which is enough to even try E-point push. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, this is scary for Sweden. Oh, they're hurting. Oh, Napper falls in the pit. Courtesy gets the ass injury, gets the Curse kill on that.
Yeah, but Corv with Ontakaya making sure that point is not being capped right now. Getting a bunch of kills on Finnish people. And Kisaka is on 1v1 fight with Azebasai, but we know Azebasai is not gonna let him walk away. And there's no medic for Finland. And Frog is about 60% Uber. But we've seen it many times before, and we probably see it once again. Zoob will just go out with a blast of glory, forcing the medic and making sure that his team wins.
Zoob once again. Oh, goes in for one shot, two, gets the kill on Kisakala, extending the Swedish Uber even more. That was very well played by him.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, the C-point is being right now capped.
Wildjack with the stab on Zoob there.
Finland's kind of like torn apart. They didn't know if they should push E-point or C-point, and right now they're kind of wasting time. They finally decided to go for the C, but it might be a little bit too late at this point. 4 minutes to go. It's definitely possible to cap E, but once they cap C, they have, you know, this loose ledge they can walk onto and basically help your team get your heavy classes on the point. But yeah, Sweden is still holding the point. They still don't want to let this go. They don't want Finland to cap that fast. They have 4 minutes of defense to go before they go to the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be close here. What did I decide to do here? Uber coming out of Sweden. Kisakala doesn't have it yet. Oh, Korv did not fall in the pit. I did not see wrong there for a second. That would have been a huge... Oh, Inzo with a headshot on Toba. No more mini centers on attack there. Uber coming in from Kisakala eventually. Doesn't... Oh, but Napper is disconnected. Oh, and he gets taken out. Korv stays alive. Having a demo on defense is just a huge deal, even though they're lacking players. Oh, Scout coming in. Not gonna happen. Courtesy of mini center and heavy. But they are getting cap time.
I will not be surprised if Frog just goes quick fix at this point. He knows they're at the disadvantage. That he knows that they're just basically bleeding players. Let me quickly check what he runs. Yeah, he's exactly on quick fix. That's what I would do if I was him. But yeah, the point is not being kept right now. They just like exchanging damage, but it's not enough right now. They're stuffing some players on the point. Kisekala is low on health, getting some spam out. Half health is not enough to survive, but he's 75% Uber and just slowly building his up. There's a soldier on him. Nice reflects by Ass. No, it was the Mookie getting 2 reflects on the soldier on the Kaya, saving his medic from death, but eventually goes down. And Frog is about to hit his 100% quick fix mark. It's gonna give them 8 seconds of you know, high damage.
Super heals is what we're gonna call that. Super heals, and you can't air blast us, I believe. Oh, but the backstab! Super heals does not protect you against super knife stabs, which is just regular knife stabs. And also Kisekala on the quick fix, so both medics here really, you know, this is like desperation coming out of both teams. They're just so neck and neck at this. It's gonna go either way.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes left, and it's still anyone's game. I mean, Finland has shown some serious aggression, same as Sweden. They managed to pick themselves up after a wipe, basically, and still hold the point as a quick fix coming out of Kisekala. He pops on the D point, decided to go A, B, C, D, E, instead of just going E point straight away. And I don't know if Sweden can actually hold D, but they decided to hold E instead. They still have some players there. They need to delay it as long as possible. There's 1 minute to go and 1.5.
Oh, well, they could get... it's possible. Oh, Kisekala going down. That is a huge deal. Losing the medic here, but they do... Oh, but they lose their heavy as well. Oh, that is really bad news. But they have a lot of players. They've shut off the spawn doors. They need to just stack the point and get on it. But here comes the sniper, backed up with the medic as well. So he's going to be able to click some heads there. Oh, gets the scout. Capping power gone. He's going to be battling Rake here. Rake out with the Jakeowaty. Doesn't quite hit anything. Tries to go for the medic, but it's being counter-sniped and burned alive at the same time. This is looking pretty grim.
Oh my god. Finland had a lot of opportunities to push this, but they still lacked the last stretch that Sweden always had in their games before. And Kisekala is about to hit his 100% quick fix once again. Frog is only in 150 once again. Many people for a red team are dead. The point is being capped. Only 20 seconds to go. The point is like a little bit touch. It's not enough. I don't think this Finland can make it, even if they stuffed all the players on the point right now.
Well,
10 seconds to go. It's as close. This is just race against time. Sweden just sitting at their spawn. They know it's a race against time. No, it's still fighting.
Super Jakeowaty.
Kaya. Oh my god. No, it's Sweden. It's Sweden. We're gonna see finals against either England or Norway. Oh my god, it was some really nasty and very interesting match.
That was phenomenal match there. I have to say that was really neck and neck. It really bottled down just to very few seconds there. So yeah, let's have a look at the stats there at the last round there. Game goes to Sweden after a very interesting match there. Let's look at the damage and kills. Wow. 15 for Inso and Kaya. Very impressive. Nice damage too. But still, I gotta say, like, man of the match for me is just Zub. He had some phenomenal bombs and some phenomenal timings there. And also Korv and Napper as well did great jobs. In fact, everybody did great, but they did extra great.
Yeah, and yeah, once again, it's just we're gonna see Sweden in finals, and something that everyone expected, but I guess everyone that is watching us right now, and you know, in the VOD afterwards on YouTube, are gonna have like a little bit sour taste because Finland fought so well, and they really missed the first, like the ability to fight for the first spot by an inch, if not less. It's like skin of their teeth. It's quite unfortunate for them, but really they should get a lot of props for how they played and how they managed to fight the behemoth that Sweden is in, you know, during this season.
Yeah. Too bad they both can't go on to the finals because they're both really good, but very well played to both teams. Congratulations to Sweden for winning. We will be covering more Highlander Nations Cup as we go on to the finals eventually. So
well,
yeah.
you can't really cover more. There's only 2 games left, right?
Oh. Well, you better tune in to find out then.
You never know.
Unless you check the page. Anyway, I've been HiGPS. With me has been Jake. We've been casting for you on Blackout Gaming TV. Thank you for watching, and we will see you when we approach the finals.